Hello. Hello. I was able to step away. Evening, everyone. Well, the police pulled over someone in front of our house, and Kara's like, let's hide from the police. I said, come on, let's go. Let's go hide. Dell, I want to show your video if you don't mind. Let me know if I can show it. Hello, SCJ. Hello, Dell. Hello, Kimura. Hello, Sue. How are you guys doing tonight? Okay. I'm going to send, let's see, Dell. Oh, wow. Okay. How is everybody? Come on in, take a seat, get your drink. I don't know how long we're going to be here. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, I'm always clean. Clean. If you clean up behind yourself, you wouldn't have to clean. You know what I'm saying? If you clean up while you're there. Oh, God, it's just, it is what it is. Hola. Hello. I saw the official King Payne had a show going on today. And I was over there and I told him that I got a bell. So I feel like it's okay. Dell, let me know if I can show your stuff off because I'm sending it to myself. I'm going to do the Mimi song. Let's get started. Won't be here all day. Draft. Let's do Motown. Hello, Ryan. Hello, Highly Sensitive. Hello, SCJ. Hello, Dell. Hello, Sue, Kimura, Dell, SCJ, Highly Sensitive, Raina, Rainy. Hello. Hello, Payne. Hello. You think, Sue, I could do a cleaning show? You guys would be so bored. Like, you would get bored. I'm going to put a star by that. How did you do, Bird? I have not yet. I have not. Sorry about that. Oh, that is beautiful. Okay, if you don't mind, I'm going to show this tonight. Show everyone. Dale, do the bird. Let's go back. Okay.
The Mimi Show, the Mimi Show, it's the Mimi Show, the Mimi Show, it's the Mimi Show, the Mimi Show, it's the Mimi Show. It's the Mimi Show, the Mimi Show. It's the Mimi Show, the Mimi Show. It's the Mimi Show. Oh, 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 yeah. It's the Mimi Show, the Mimi Show. It's the Mimi Show, the Mimi Show. It's the Mimi Show. Oh, 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 yeah. The Mimi Show is the Mimi Show. It's the Mimi Show, the Mimi Show. It's the Mimi Show. Oh, 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 oh. The Mimi Show is the Mimi Show. It's the
Mimi Show. It's the Mimi Show.
Show.
Oh, 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 oh. Yes. The Mimi Show. Mimi Show. It's the Mimi Show.
Mimi Show. Oh, 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 yeah.
Okay, I definitely will post it. I also can post it in my Discord too. Hello there, Gigi. She is beautiful. Hello, Karen. Okay, so now I don't want to show it if Dell doesn't want me to. So, Dell, are you giving me permission to show your video? And while you're deciding, I'm going to pull up Doo Bird's photo. It is amazing. Oh my God. Look at that. Look where Doodoo Bird lived. Look at that mountain. Remember Meghan was showing us her mountain? Look at that. That's beautiful. Where are you, Doodoo Bird? What location are you? Oh, can't nobody see it. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. This is the backyard of Doodoo Bird's backyard. Look at the animals, but look way up. Look way up. Look at that mountain. That's her backyard. That is truly amazing. I want to do a cleaning show. Let's do a cleaning show, a clean and do. But you guys want to watch that? It just sounds. Oh, that was nice of her, Dale, to say hi to you. Push the like button, push the like button. That beautiful. Okay, Dale says don't show her stuff. See that? Isn't that beautiful? Okay, okay. I will post it on my I'll post it on my I can post it in my community. Okay, let me see if I can do this real quick. Okay, I'll make a note. So she said hi to you, Dale. That was nice. Where are you, Letitia? Here you go. Post community. No, I hope I'm able to see that. Okay, I will post it when I get a moment. Okay, Doodoo Bird. And if you are in our Discord, you can post it too. You know that, right? Aren't you in my Discord? Hello, hello, hello. Okay. It's the video. It's the fashion one. I have both. Which one do you want me to show you? Show. Dale, which one do you want me to show? Here's my Discord for those of you that would like to join. I don't say much, but I do plan on doing that book review together. So even if it's just a couple of us in there, we're going to review the book of Bauer. Now, let me go to my Discord. See, I don't, you got to know what you're doing. You do. You have to know what's going on. Here's the link. God, I'm going to post it in my live. I'm going to go live on my show now. I'm going to post it in my live. I'm going to go live on my show now. I'm going to post it in my live. Okay, there it is. There's my Discord. Anybody that wants to. Yeah, you need me?
No, I was going to tell you something. I'll tell you what.
What?
No, it's just drop.
Oh, okay. Hold on, guys. Okay. Hello. Okay, what are we going to do today, guys? Okay. What are we going to do? Now, I would like to hear what Paris Hilton had to say, the rest of it. Here, I'll make it bigger. This is her backyard. That is Judy Bird's backyard. Isn't that something? That's beautiful. I think I would just sit out there every day. I would do everything outside. Washington State. Yeah, all Elks. Beautiful. How majestic and peaceful. Yeah, it is a slice of heaven. I was gonna say, I was joking, you can show whatever you like. Okay, good. I just saw something. Okay, I'm just gonna grab this. They're still talking about Harry. Harry's still getting dragged. He messed up. He finally messed up. I do want to see Meghan Kelly. Guys, I know I take forever. Okay, fun fact from SEJ. You might know this. We have an elk in Michigan too, but they're only in a concentrated area. They were brought here in the 1918s from the West. That's interesting to know, SCJ. Thanks for sharing. HSI today was a better day for me. Thank you for asking. Oh, highly sensitive. Gorgeous. I know, right? I would. I would be sitting outside. Like, yes. Um, I want to show you guys Estelle's fashion and one of her looks. It's beautiful. Okay. So how are you guys been doing? What's new? What's new in the news? Okay, I'm going to show you guys this first. It's really dramatic. You look good, Dale. Okay, we're going to watch Dale for a moment. I love the outfit. It's so beautiful. Oh, I like that. I like that hat. I like all the hats. Oh, I like the polka dot. Oh, you look so gorgeous. Get down, y'all. It's really nice. I hit that like button. Ooh, I like that. Oh, Maria. I like that too. I like the black. This is Dale. Fashion stuff. He's an artist. I like all the clothes though. I like the polka dot. That was beautiful. That was beautiful, Dale. I like that. That was really nice. Okay, and this is some of Dell's art, and this is Dell too. Dell, who you with on here? Uh-oh. I didn't mean to do that. Can you guys see this? This is some of Dell's art that she made. This is so amazing. I like that. Oh, wow. This is all her art. Did you do this horse? Wow, why does this horse look like he's looking at me? Oh, I can buy a painting. So, Dell, I can buy this? Commission the artist. Let me commission the artist. How much for the painting, girlfriend? Just kidding. I probably can't afford it. Send a message. Oh, okay. I sent you a message, Dell. That's beautiful. That is a beautiful horse. Wow. That is very good. I hope y'all was able to see some where I was taking it. SCJ, can you please slow down the chat all the way down for me? Thank you. I know I want it. Oh, I sent you something through like a message. Yes, I like these pictures. Guys, send me anything that you guys would like to show and present and what you do and stuff. This is beautiful. Like I'm mesmerized by this horse. Like just mesmerized. Yeah, this is really nice. Look, she drew this man. He's sexy. Who was that, Dale? Who is the man? This is nice. This is very nice. You got some very beautiful, beautiful art, Dale. Thank you so much for sharing. It's beautiful. I mean, I could stare at it all day. It is absolutely gorgeous. Yep. Very nice art. Look at that. I love it. Look at that. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I could sit here all day and do this. Very beautiful. If you don't mind, I will put this link in the chat. This is all of Dale's art. If you guys would like to take a look at it and see more. Oh, well, the ones I clicked on, it said Dale. Is this yours? Well, most of it is. She said I'm all over the shop. Well, this is what Dale sent me. Her that horse was yours. All right. Thank you guys for sharing. Now that one might not have your name on it, but this horse said Dale. Oh, it's already been sold. It says it right there, ding dong. Oh, watching from Singapore? Thank you, SCSM Lim. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming by and watching from there, from Spoke. What did he say? Let me make sure I was clear. From Spore. All right. Okay. Let me play something for you guys, okay? And then I do want to see Meghan Kelly. And I wanted to see Piers Morgan.
That word is so fitting here today. Hello, my friend Perez here. The inconceivable. That word is so fitting here today. Hello, my friend Perez here, the queen of all media, the original influencer, Anglophile, and royal watcher. As I told you earlier, Prince Harry suffered a stinging defeat today when 3 judges in an appeals court in the UK ruled against him. For years now, he has been trying to overturn the Home Office's decision to strip him of his royal protection. He wants it all the time when he's in the UK, but the Home Office said on a case-by-case basis. That seemed reasonable to me.
Do we hear this?
But Prince William's brother argues that he and the Duchess of Montecito receive credible and extreme threats that warrant permanent protection whenever they're in the UK. And that other very senior royal members, like his brother, have permanent protection. Well, he's not living in the UK, and he's not a senior working royal anymore. I don't understand the logic behind this, but Princess Diana's son thought it would be a good idea after his loss today to sit down for a televised interview with the BBC. complaining not just about the decision, but also complaining about his father's actions or lack of actions, and simultaneously wanting a reconciliation with his father. More is being released from Prince Harry's interview with the BBC today, and it is definitely explosivo. Hello, my friend. Perez here, the queen of all media, the original influencer, Anglophile, and royal watcher. As I shared with you earlier, Princess Diana's son lost his years-long legal battle to have his royal protection in the UK reinstated. A 3-judge appeals court said, no, sorry, not sorry. Baby, I'm sorry, not sorry. Harold said that he would no longer fight this legally and that really it's just a family dispute. But now that we're hearing more from his BBC interview, his family dispute that he is sharing publicly is shocking with regards to what he just said. Look at the risk. Look at the threat, says the Duke of Montecito. Look at the impact that if anything was to happen to me, my wife, or my father's grandchildren, if anything was to happen to them, look where the responsibility lies.
Yes, he did.
I know who he's talking about.
His daddy.
Do you know who he's talking about?
His daddy.
Harry says that this security issue is bigger.
His daddy. Harry's on TV talking about his daddy in a mean, sinister way that he shouldn't be talking about his dad like that. Almost blaming his father that if something happens to him or his wife, his Jezebel, and his 2 kids, that it would be the king's fault and it would be on his head and it would be him that needs to take the responsibility of someone dying because they didn't get IPP status. Not the fact that the Dingleberry decided that he wanted to leave the UK and start a new life in California, Montecito. He decided he wanted to do that dumb stuff. And he knew security was going to be cut off. He knew that before Meghan was deciding to scam him away from his family. That's why she was like, let's be half in and half out, Harry. Let's still support. They can't take the Duchess of Sussex away then. Meghan is sick. There's some sick situations going on with this woman. And Harry is wrapped up tight into it to the point he has lost himself. He doesn't even know who he is anymore. Who the hell is he talking to? Who are you talking to, Harry? That it would be your father's fault if somebody died in your family because they didn't get the service that they supposed to have had. My brother can get it. He always comparing himself to his brother. If William can get it, why can't we get it? Meghan. Catherine gets it. Catherine got clothes. Catherine got to pick her crown. Catherine got to do this. Catherine got to do that. I'm your wife. I should have the same respect. I should be able to be in the room with your family discussing anything about my husband because he's my husband's now. So I need to be a part of these conversations. No. You are a stranger and a Jezebel and someone that has come in and rocked their world. And now you got idiot Harry sitting here, idiot Harry sitting here talking about someone's fault on something that hasn't happened. And I doubt it very seriously if your father would feel anything but sad. And that's it. You decided to leave the umbrella, the safety net. Okay? You decided to leave a life full of, just all kinds of means. Like, seriously. You decided to leave the fold. Yet you want to blame your own father that if something happens to you, that is on his head. Imagine you telling your parents that. If I get on the road because you didn't give me $20 and I run out of gas, it's going to be your fault. Oh, now it's my fault that you running out of gas because you ain't got no money to put in the tank. And because I won't give you any money, it's my fault. That's what Harry is saying to his father. But worse, he has made a dingleberry out of himself. One of Jack's dingleberries. He has made himself a dingleberry. I didn't mean to say that, but it came out. Be sure to like, guys. Hit the like button, subscribe. There's also, special gifts you can give for watching. I appreciate it so much. All that you guys do, for being a member, for being a mod, for being a subscriber, just hitting the like button. Thank you so much. He'll stop fighting this. I doubt it. Maybe not in court, but he's not going to stop stirring and whining about it. Of course, he's not going to stop whining about it, Sue, because that's all he's been doing is whining. Everybody's talking about this BBC interview. It was one of the worst interviews in history, along with the racism one. Hello, the critic. Hello, and welcome. Welcome to the show. Please give some love for the critic. Hello, Judith. Yeah, it's fault. Don't forget, I like to grab comments and read them at the end that I deem that we all should just look at and read again. Yeah, she would. She would. Let's get back to this dingleberry.
Then the rift with his family. Quote, whether we agree or disagree, there's a lot that we agree on. There's a lot that we disagree on. That aside, where is the duty of care? Because as I said, life is precious. And it is very clear that
if life is so precious, then why in the hell are you and Meghan keeping the kids from their family? If life is so precious, why are you deliberately being a-holes because you can't get what you want? We're never coming back to the UK again. Okay, don't come. But at least show them on some pictures. Send some pictures of them. Let them see them on a video screen, Zoom or something, Messenger. Me and Dell talk all day long on Messenger. She can call me. I can see her. She can see me. And we can go back and forth. You guys saw it. My point is that she has separated him from his family, and she has separated them kids, if they exist, from their family. Because the more pictures she show of the kids, the more I'm beginning to wonder, who is these kids that she's showing? They look different every time. Rockadoo. Hello, Susan. Every time. Sorry that the chat is slow. I'm slow, so we got to go at that speed. On FaceTime. Come on. Can't see the kids. You should have seen my mom. You're going where? To Houston? Why are you going to Houston? Well, we didn't go to Houston because my mom was having a fit. Where are you taking the baby? Where are you taking Keira? Why are y'all leaving? Where the hell are y'all going? I said, well, damn. I can't leave the state. Oops. Excuse me. And the point is that I know if my mom is feeling that way, I know that King Charles is wondering about his grandkids. And Meghan's father. Both fathers. You know, you can argue you having it out with one family, but you can't argue 2 and 3. You can't. It doesn't make sense. Doesn't add up. The numbers ain't adding up. That you get into it with both sides of your family and you have separated yourself from both of them and cut yourself off, and then think that you deserve any goodies coming from anywhere. Like you deserve them. First of all, what have you done to deserve them? But write a book, get on the Oprah show, lie and call them racist. Now all of a sudden it's going to be on their head. No, it's going to be on your head because it's your responsibility to take care of your family. And it's nasty to even fix your lips to even say that it is your father's responsibility to make sure your family is safe. That's disgusting. You're a grown man. Act like one. If you know what it takes to keep your family safe, then do what you need it to do to make sure you do that, Harry, instead of listening to Meghan. And as she continues to spend all the money, and you guys, I don't know what's going on with your finances, but something's happening. And tell her to stop buying them dresses that don't fit or is hanging off of her or wrinkled, worth $8,000-$9,000, as if she's a Oprah Winfrey or J-Lo. I mean, that kind of money. She doesn't have it like that. Shame on Harry. It is his responsibility to make sure his family is safe. Love it too. I love it too, Susan. Harry thinks the life is precious comment only applies to others, not himself. He and Meghan should apply that to themselves and start apologizing and changing course in their own lives. Thank you. That gets a star. That's right, Susan. Sue. Life is precious. They need to apply that. Because your father already knows how precious it is. And if he didn't know, you know he has cancer. Diddy dumb. Let's keep going. Right. Yeah. 24/7 all around the clock. Security. Yeah, and he doesn't have to pay for it either. Because right now he's paying for something. Right, Susan? It's Judith. Okay, the dog is really knocking at the door. Yes, they owe an apology to the royal family. And they owe an apology to us too. Come on. They need to apologize to us too for making us listen to it. For making us listen to it. Ooh.
From 2020, because I was no longer allowed an official role and because I decided to remove myself from the institution, that my life got devalued from the highest score to the lowest score overnight. So is this about safety or is it about your ego?
Ooh. Ego. You went down because people stopped liking you. It wasn't your father's fault that your popularity, you became a loser. And every time you open your mouth, you sound like a bigger loser. I'm not kidding. He sounds like a loser, telling his father that he has to protect his family. You have enough money, enough resources to make sure that your family is safe. And if not, then you need to get back on the gravy train and get you and your wife back over there to England where you're safe and can have the things that you need to take care of her. Because it was your responsibility to take care of her. So you made the decision to leave. You made the decision to get the hell up out of UK. I'm leaving. I'm getting out of here. It was your decision. So since it was your decision to leave, then it is your responsibility to cover your family and make sure that they're okay. It is your responsibility to make sure that your family is okay. And if you don't take care of your family, then you're less than a man. That's what it says in the Bible somewhere. It is your responsibility, Harry, not your father's. You sound like a spoiled brat. You know what? Your kid's going to grow up saying the same thing. The same thing. Daddy, I want. I hope Keira doesn't. Ooh, because she was on one today. Girls, guys and girls. So we've been having issues with potty time. And today I was like, we're pottying. Let's put on our underwear and we're getting on the potty. I said, listen to me. If you pee on yourself, you're going to time out. You're going to time out. Because she knows, Keira knows. She knows how to go to the restroom. She's been doing it. And then all of a sudden she stopped, right? Yep. This one's worse. And so she peed on herself. And I said, Keira, I just asked you. I said, you got to go in timeout. And she hollered and screamed and cried. And it was hurting my feelings. And I was like, oh, God, this hurts. This sucks. It sure was his downfall. And I was like, nope. Stay firm. Stay firm. Because when she wants chocolate and all this other stuff that she has a list of things that she wants, then she gets it. So we need to be pottying. We do. Yes. And it's my responsibility as well as a mom. So after that, she was in there for what, 3 minutes? Time out, 3 minutes. And I don't want to miss what you guys are saying. Didn't someone on a panel yesterday, how bad it's liver there? People walking around with masks on. And what are they doing? Okay, so anyway, we got done with the pottying, right? And she was still crying. She was upset. She doesn't like timeout. Like timeout is like a spanking to her. And we don't spank. So you feel like you're at a hotel, yeah? So she was crying and upset. Right. And after she got through being upset, she started peeing in the pot. She started going. She went once and I was like so happy. I gave her a piece of chocolate. I said, you get rewarded. Little Hershey kiss. And then she tell me how many she want. 3. And so then, like an hour later, she used it again by herself. I was like, whoa. I said, here's another piece of chocolate. 2, Mom, 2. I said, listen, you're only supposed to get 1. So then she did it again, a 3rd time. And I was like, whoa, I did something right. I put her in timeout when I was supposed to put her in timeout, and she's responding to it. And now it's like she knows that she has to go to the potty because she goes at school. And the teacher was like, you can start putting her on underwear now. And I was like, nope, so you can have a problem at school. I wasn't trusting it. But I feel like I should do it like one day. That's my story. She's something. She's got a mouth on her. You'll be right up with some hot towels. Okay. 1 Corinthians 13:11. When I was a child, I spoke and understood and thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. Not Harry. That's good too, Sue. I like that. I'm going to put a star by that. Hello, Polly. Hello, Dictator. Oh, that's what Judy Bird was saying. It's bad. Somebody want a bottle of bubbly? Uh-oh, she's not getting her way. I know it.
Then he brings his mother into it, the late Princess Diana. William's brother says, I don't want history to repeat itself. I think there's a lot of other people out there, the majority, that also don't want history to repeat itself.
Trying to say that his mother was killed. But according to Dictator, the driver was drunk and Diana didn't have on her seatbelt. That's a problem me and Keira have every afternoon, but she's getting better with it. Getting in her chair and snapping herself in. And I told her about the police. I said, the police pulled that man over because he didn't have on his seatbelt. He wasn't in his car seat. She said, oh no, let's hide. I said, no. You see, she says, he going to jail? I said, I don't know. He could. Ooh, it was cute. She was running around the house. Hello, Heather. My daughter's grandchildren and great grandchildren were potty trained at 18 months. See, by the time they were 3, only diapers at bedtime. They went to school. They were out of them. Let me tell you something. Like this school year, she was able to get away with wearing pull-ups. She was getting away with it. You know, it was like one of those things that if she doesn't, she's got to be potty trained by 5, by kindergarten time, because it is what it is. Like, it's like you're grown up now, and it's only one teacher, not an extra teacher in the class. So I'm like, we already did her assessment. It was really great. And she's doing really well. She's doing good. Like, everything is good. And she's smart. She's talented. She's artistic. She's artistic, meaning she's an artist. Sorry, she's an artist. Yes. And it's so wonderful. But she was slow on everything. Like, she was slow crawling. She was slow walking. Took her a minute to walk. And she was slow in talking. Everything was slow. But not this. She knows. Keira knows what's going on. And she knows she needs to get on the pod and go potty. So mommy just had to put her foot down today and say, no, it's my way. She said, you're being mean to me. I said, no, you're being mean to me because you're not listening. just a little about my little home. But yeah, so the conference went really well. I was so proud of Keira and that she's moving on to the kindergarten and she doesn't have to go to summer school or nothing like that. But they did tell me that Keira missed a lot of days in school and that I needed to, try to work on that. And the reason why she was sick all the time, she would get sick. Like right now, her nose is running. And I'm thinking I'm going to put some stuff on her chest tonight. But do y'all care? But yeah, that's what they told me to do. They said watch her attendance because it's going to start affecting her in the in kindergarten. I said, so what? They go to school sick? Guys, I am loving chatting with you guys. Yes, if I don't receive this item promptly, I'm going to throw a Marco hissy fit. Yeah, that's how Keira acts sometimes. I want that. I said, we can't get it. I want it, mommy. I want it. I want the red doll. And if she wants something really bad, she'll talk about it for days. Like she's talking about this red dog that she saw at the store in one of those machines you got to put money in to pay for to try to get. I said, we can't get him. I meant that. And he was way down in there. She wasn't understanding. Susan, start throwing that fit. I can't find any towels anywhere. Oh, sorry about that. Drug gangs, holla. This stupid stuff. Let's get back to Harry.
Through the disclosure process, I've discovered that some people want history to repeat itself, which is pretty dark.
Very dark.
He literally has just implied that some people, either in the institution or in his own family, want him dead. I mean, maybe.
That's my other day.
And some of you might say, can you blame them? Come on.
Really like.
Don't be that extreme.
It's
You should not wish that upon him. Okay? I don't. Thoughts on this latest revelation in this bombshell interview? Let's discuss in the comment section. This man is so exhausting.
See, now at this point, Hilton, this gentleman, God, I can't believe I'm not saying his name, Perez, and great, you got to check him out. He's done with Harry. He's at a point where he's like, I'm done. I don't want to deal with it anymore. I'm dropping the link, guys. Whoever wants to come up. And hi, Hudson. Good to see you. So he we've been watching his videos in a row. And in those rows, each time he learns more and more and more and more and more about the BBC interview and what Harry has said and made a fool out of himself. So at this point, he was like, this guy is a character. Like now he's starting to see that this is who Meghan and Harry is. They don't care about nobody but themselves. They are selfing in it. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed. But the like button is free, so hit that sucker. 5 minutes. Service. Keira said, "Oh, let's pretend like we're at school." And she was like, "Time for school." Woo. Time for school, mommy. Get your lunch. She likes to make believe. My granddaughter's son was slow. He was 3 early, year 4 before he went. He knew, but with school at 5, he went. Yes, yes. And she'll go. She just doesn't like, she doesn't want to. Like, she's lazy. Because mommy does everything for her. She's starting to pick out her own clothes. She wants to wear her own clothes, and she comes home and change into this shirt, that these little t-shirts that she likes. My sister bought her a couple. Juanita, can't wait to get them. When I'd want things as a child, my dad would ask how I plan to pay for it. I'm gonna have to start saying that to Keira. Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, I do. I need to be more firm. I do. Yeah, because I told her, let's go. We went to McDonald's Playland today, and I told her 5 minutes, let's go. It ended up being another 30 minutes. And I'm like, let's go, Keira. Yeah, I do need to be a little bit more firm in the eating habits too. I think I can try to be a little bit more firm on that. At least eating. Yeah. P.S. I went to pre-K at 3.5 and was potty trained. Keira went to school at 3.5, and some of her class kids were already potty trained. There was some that were potty trained. There was like maybe one or two. And then the young boy. Yeah. But no, not Keira, but we got on our underwear. So if we pee, we got to change and redo it, because that's what we've already done once today. And that's when I said, in the corner, young lady. He said, oh, that's awesome. I'm doing good then. Okay. He is fed up now. He's fed up. He's fed up with Harry. He's fed up with Harry's shenanigans. And and he's ready to just tell Harry something. Let's see what he's going to say. He said Prince Harry won't shut up. He won't shut up. Of course he won't shut up. He never was intending to shut up. He just made himself more unlikable. That's all he did. was make himself more unlikable. Can you get any more unlikable than that? And then you treat your country like it's nothing to you. Said he didn't like the UK. Please. Hey, Rockadoo
This man is so exhausting. Hello, my fam. Perez here, the queen of all media, the original influencer, Anglophile, and royal watcher. As I have been chronicling, the former His Royal Highness Prince Harry suffered a devastating blow today. A 3-judge appeals court in London determined that he is not entitled to royal protection round the clock when he's in the UK. He can still have access to it. He just wants it all the time when he's there. How it stands, he can get it. He just needs to ask for it, and it's determined on a case-by-case basis. He's not happy with that result, but he's tired of fighting. He's tired of fighting, and he wants to reconcile with his family, which he told us all in an explosive BBC interview. Literally, after the legal loss, he sat down in California to chat with the BBC. My dad could have fixed this all, but I forgive him, and I want to reconcile. I don't know how much he has to live. Bless his heart. I added the bless his heart part. King Charles is battling cancer, and his son is a thorn on his side.
Ooh!
Well, I think he...
A thorn on his side. Put a 1 in the chat if Harry is a thorn. Keira didn't even eat the baby food. She drank milk. I fed her the baby food and I tried different things. She hated it. Then I started, Keira is something when it comes to food. She'll go in the cabinet and get what she's going to eat. And I'm like, it's not good. It's bad as the one plane crash away comment. Yeah. Rocky says hello. Rocky says hi. Ooh. Ooh. He loves kisses. Okay, you're going to lick me to death. He's a thorn in his dad's side. He told his father said, Harry, don't give me trouble in my while I'm king. Don't be messing with my kingness while you are while I'm king. Don't make it hard for me. And what is him and his Jezebel doing? Making it hard. I did too. I did the same thing. I ate what was given to me too. And it was good. You think he enjoys it, Susan? Yes, he's a thorn. He was told what would happen when him and that horrible wife of his left the royal family. I know. I hope that we, the U.S., aren't paying for him and that wife of his security. I think it's sometime. At Susan Wright, do you know if we are? I want to say like when he went to New York City, there was some we had paid for his police because the Real Housewives of I think it was the Real Housewives, or it was this other lady, the other one. She told us that because she called the police and she said, "Did our taxpayers pay for that?" And they said yes. That was that 2-hour car chase. He was born angry. Wow.
He had more than enough to say in that BBC interview,
Yes, he
but
did.
nope, he was not done. The Duke of Montecito just took to his website, sussex.com, to say the following.
Oh, I wouldn't eat liver. Mm-mm. Hell no. my aunt, like we were staying at her house for like the summer, and she would put that crap in our plate, and I would taste it. It would taste like mush. Like it just felt like I was eating dirt. And so I said, I'm not eating that. And she was get mad. I'm like, and you won't eat, then I won't eat. I'll go to bed hungry. I can't eat it. I can't swallow that. Shoot. Kara won't even eat macaroni and cheese. Every day she goes to school, she gets a lunch in front of her. I make sure that I want her to have lunch. And then I bring her snacks. But she'll eat some things, they said, but not most. When I was there, she had like a sack lunch. Hello. Oh, you're ringing the bell? It's ringing the bell. Does it sound like school? You may need to stay home tomorrow.
The house. My house. The house.
Okay.
My house.
Mommy's bell. Here, you can have this one.
Yeah, go get that one. That's a gold one.
Please.
Go get the gold
She
one.
took my bell.
Why?
It's got gold. It's magic. Go get it.
Why?
It's gold. Look.
She said, I'm getting my bell. My bell.
That's my bell.
Okay, fine. You can play with my bell.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah!
She'll be bored with it in about a minute.
Yeah.
I'll bring it back.
She was contemplating giving it back, but she wasn't sure. She says, I'm taking my bell. Yeah, I think sometimes we're paying for their security. Oh, thank you, Rockadoo Little. I thought Hudson came in. Did she leave? I haven't heard her say anything. my late husband and beautiful vegetable garden. So I put vegetables through a see something. Harry more than and thrown his stick in his side. Harry's more than a thorn. He's a stick in his side. Heather. Oh, and like kind of grind it. Yeah, no, I wasn't eating that. I know it was liver and something else. I think it was spam. I didn't like spam either. I wouldn't eat it. You couldn't make it be good. My mom said she made it and we wouldn't eat it. Said nope. No, mom. Again, they must have drank too much water today. Their bladder was larger. Oh. Hello, Diane. I could have sworn, no, you're right on time, girlfriend. Let's hear him talk some more about Harry.
I want to start by thanking my legal team and the Court of Appeals judges for their time and expertise in unraveling this issue that stemmed from the previous government. It's clear that he thinks he wasn't his best self in the BBC interview, so he wanted some very smart people to write something for him. The statement continues. This process has only ever been about ensuring my safety and that of my immediate family when we are in the United Kingdom, so that we may safely visit my home country with the same level of security that other governments deem necessary for our protection. That's what it's all about. Ego. My ask has been simple, says Harry.
You got it.
That the standard protocols for security and
he wants the IPP service for ego reasons. So Meghan can say that she has this kind of security because this is how important she is. You used to be important, but you left. You used to be important. We used to care. We used to look. We used to be like, oh, there's his wife. But we're not doing that anymore. No, and it's not going to make it better. You get an IPP service. No, you can't get it. Unfortunately, no to you, Meghan. She's not used to no. She's not used to being told no. Meghan is not used to being told no. It's yes, 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 yes. That's why they've been blackmailing the royal family all this time. Blackmailing, putting the blame on them for their decision for leaving. Putting the blame on them, which is everybody. Everybody. He's a thorn. Really, Sue? It's in on the menu. Have you tried it? Is it good? I'm just curious. What's on the menu at McDonald's? Okay, Hudson must still love. take that. I wanted her to come up. Okay, back to the...
And risk assessments be applied to me in the same way they are to others, including people who have never carried out any public functions on behalf of the state. The court's ruling confirms that the Executive Committee for the Protection of Royalty and Public Figures, known as RAVIC, and comprised of senior officials from the royal household, Home Office, and Metropolitan Police, has failed to follow its own mandated process for me, which are applied to all other high-risk and high-profile individuals. Given my profound concerns over this issue, I will be writing to the Home Secretary to ask her to urgently examine the matter and review the RAVIC process.
What?
This legal action has been a last resort, but one that has uncovered shocking truths, starting with the fact that the royal household are key decision makers on RAVIC and my sole representation for matters regarding my safety. You would think the royal household would have your safety as the utmost priority. No, he says, they don't. In this process, I've also learned the names of all those involved, many of whom retired. My wife would join the royal family, she should not receive protection. Only when I asked for the name of the person willing to carry that risk did they reverse the decision. Whoa.
I don't believe it.
So he's saying they've always had it out for her.
He's lying.
In 2020, RAVIC refused for the first time to conduct the required annual risk.
He's lying. He's always saying that. He's always saying that they didn't like Meghan, or, they didn't want this Meghan to have this and the bridesmaid dresses. He put that in his book. That's how petty she is. That's how petty she is. He put it in a book about the bridesmaid dresses after she had a conversation to us about it on the Oprah show. How Kate made her cry. It was Kate that made me cry. No, it wasn't. Quit trying to change the story. I don't believe nothing that comes out of her mouth. And I don't believe anything that's coming out of Harry's. And I don't think that they were withholding security after they got married. She's with him 24/7. Why would they not secure him? Why would they secure him and not her? Does that make sense to you guys? That's just like them saying, Meghan, step aside. I only can protect Harry. No, we can't protect you, Meghan, because you're not a real royal. You're just the Duchess of Sussex. Talking about they didn't want to give her security. That ain't making sense, Harry. If you have security, she has security. If you have security, the kids have security. It's stupid. And he's trying to make us believe this fictitious story about how he's not getting this IPP service. And it's because of Meghan, because they don't like her. Or the color of the kid's skin. Is that still a problem? Meghan, being though it is that they never can see, or no one's seen the kids, only the back of their heads.
You want a beer?
I'm good, thank you. No, this is some stupid stuff. No, we are not talking about politics. No, like when I usually talk about politics, because I will be talking about politics, just not today, because the things that are going on in the world need to be told. And I'm going to use my platform for that at times. But if you don't, if it's not in the description box, like if it's not in there that says trigger warning politics, because I had to change my title yesterday. So normally I don't. And I wouldn't be offended if I started talking about it and you guys wanted to leave. I'm not going to, I'm just saying, I wouldn't be offended. So if it ever happens again where it's impromptu like that, please don't hesitate to just leave if it's best for you not to hear it. Because the only thing I can say about that is that it's happening and I feel it. And it is hitting too close to home for me not to talk about it when it's time to talk about it. So that's that on that. Diane, we ate it. I placed a real meat because it was so cheap. Yeah, during COVID here, spam was often looked up. It was as valuable as toilet paper. Yeah, because you can have it in a can. God, I can't eat it. Or I have to just eat beans. I'd rather eat beans. Like just cans of beans. Probably hate my husband probably hate it. But yeah. I can't do the spam. I can do those little wieners with crackers, those little Vienna wieners. They're like come in a can and they're like little wieners. I can do those. No, hump day is Wednesday. I take part of my I took part of my comment back. Hudson didn't start the political talk. You went off script. I apologize to Hudson for saying that. Yes, I did. I went off script. Someone asked me a question and then I did. I went there. I was triggered. That's all I can say. But no, no, no. I hope she feels like she can come over and stay and hang out with us because we love Hudson. And like I said yesterday, I didn't mean to get so emotional about it, but sometimes I do because it's affecting me personally. And I see it. And so when someone tells me that, oh, you don't see what you're seeing or it's not happening, then I get confused. Yeah. Okay, good way to put that. Politics for me are very touchy right now. And yes, it is happening. It needs to be stopped. Understand, Duty Bird. Vienna sausages. Yes, the little sausages, but with and then you get the little cracker. I can eat those. Oh, really? See, I can eat those. But you eat that too? Beans, beans. The more you eat, the more you Oh. Hello, dictator.
Hi, I thought I'd come up for a bit.
Okay, sure. I was gonna play Megan's I'm always intending to do something.
Get
And
sidetracked.
and I was gonna play her podcast, but we still gonna play it. You know, it's still gonna play it, but I wanted to play it today. But I'm too far gone now. I think this is his last video. He had did like 6 videos. Yeah,
Did he?
yeah. He had did like 6 videos on this one subject. And I thought, wow, that's pretty something. You know, for him to do that many. And I know why he did that many, because here is the stupido. Hello,
I,
Dimwit.
I think people are just shocked about what he did. It's just crazy. I can't believe he went to Las Vegas, and I can't believe he showed his face there. He's not even embarrassed about what he's done.
No, he's not embarrassed. He thinks it's okay. And then he
Yeah,
wonder why people think that he's a loser.
he got. I think it was in the paper the other day where even charities, he's trying to find charities of who he can help, and the charities are saying no because he's poisoned right now.
I am so sorry about that, guys, yesterday, because I didn't, Polly, because I didn't even see that in the chat. And I get that there's 2 sides, and I need to be careful. I just do, especially with my strong opinion. So eat
I
your
know.
veggies at every meal. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say you guys were going for it last night, and I was looking at the chat, and everyone's going, "I'm leaving, I'm leaving." I was like, "Ding, ding, ding!"
Yeah.
Everybody stops! Ding, ding, ding! Everyone stop! You're losing your side chat here. Oh, but that's okay. A healthy debate, you know, it's good.
Yes, exactly. It felt like a healthy debate to me too.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you for that. Yes.
that's okay. I was all the people commenting on her new podcast, and they said it took 7 minutes from the beginning of the podcast. It took 7 minutes before she could stop talking about herself. They said it was
Wow.
one of the worst there was.
The one that we're gonna watch?
Yeah, they said it was one of the worst ones so far.
Oh wow.
Me, 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 me. What do you think about me?
Wow. Wow. What do you think about me? That's why Harry goes and sits down and sounds just like her.
I
Threat
know.
and impact assessment that their own policies demand. The intention of this assessment is to be objective and free from bias and interference to confirm the security required. The result was stripping me of the protection I've had since birth, whilst signaling to all other governments to do the same.
You stupido.
Yeah.
Since I was a little boy, since I was whatever, I'm 40 now, and now I can't get it. And when. They stripped me of it because it's because of Meghan. It's Meghan's fault. They don't like her. Shut up, Harry.
It's a signaling to all the other countries that we don't get security. It's like, well, the other countries don't care either. No one cares.
Right?
We've
No
got
one
more
cares.
important. We've all got more important things to deal with than bloody Prince Harry. Jeez,
Oh, yes, we do.
self-importance is just off the scale.
I have to give you a ding.
Thank you. Thank you. I needed a ding today.
Yes. Oh, that is so true. We do not care.
This reckless action knowingly put me and my family in harm's way. Life is precious, and I understand the fragility of it. Throughout 2020 and 2021, I attempted to resolve this issue privately, even offering to independently cover the costs of necessary and effective police protection in order to keep me and my family safe. No one responded directly to me about my offer when I made it, and even though I challenged the refusal to let me pay, my legal claim failed. To this present day, the royal household remain my sole representation on Ravik for every visit and could call for this assessment to be done at any point. The only possible conclusion that can be drawn is they choose not to because they know the outcome would prove that my security should never have been removed in the first place.
Ooh.
In recent years, my family and I have been subjected to well-documented neo, N to the A to the Z to the I, and extremist threats, including from Al, QAEDA.
And whose
There
fault
are
was that? His
individuals
own.
in prison.
Oh no. Yes.
He said it in his book. I shot whatever of them. I shot a number of them. Well, that's your own fault for putting in the book.
And he knows that.
Oh,
Pointing the finger at his family. Isn't that something?
yeah. He put his kill count in the book, and then when they come after him, oh no, they can't come after me. Mummy, daddy, they're coming after me. Woo, 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 woo. Jeez.
Okay. Just not even making sense. Oh, it's hard to listen to him now. It really is. He's going on and on and on and on and on and whining like like a nasty person, and then blaming his family for it. That right there is the worst that you can do.
I know.
That ain't cute at all.
It's like the whole world is looking at him going, you've made your bed, you've got to lie in it. This is your own behavior. And he's going, no, I can't take any responsibility for my own behavior.
Right.
That's terrible.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah. I can't take any responsibility for the things I've done, that I've left, and how I treated my grandmother, how I let Meghan do it, how I called her, how I disrespected her in her last days. But that doesn't matter.
But the thing is, he's doing the same thing again. He did it to Prince Philip when he was dying. They did the Oprah Winfrey interview when he was in hospital. Then they did it to the Queen, and now he's doing it to his own father. His father, at the end, he's very sick with cancer.
Exactly.
And he's now still doing interviews going, oh, my family's so bad. And you're like, oh, my God. Leave your family alone.
Leave
Just
your
leave
family alone.
Leave your family alone.
Mommy.
Yes.
Mommy,
did you eat dinner? Because you want what?
I want to go to the movie theater.
We are going to go to the movies tomorrow.
I want to go to the movie theater.
The movie theater.
I want to go movie theater.
Movie theater. Okay. I didn't know you were saying, sweetie. Okay, we will go to the movie theater, but we will go tomorrow.
No,
She wants to go.
I got a chocolate for her. Come on, let's go get some chocolate. Let's go to the movies. If that's what you wanted to do. You want a chocolate and a movie?
I thought about taking her to the movies.
Yeah?
Yep. tomorrow.
What do we got showing? Anything good?
The Minecraft, right?
Oh yeah, that's showing. Here, let's go get some chocolate and go to a movie.
Let's go to the movie.
Oh wow.
Mommy, going to the movie, Mom?
Show me down here.
Mommy, going to the movie?
Yeah. Which?
Yeah.
No. No, we're not going to the movies. She got excited. Like, are we going to the movies, Mom? I said yes.
Tomorrow, though.
No, we are not going to the movies.
Oh, she's a sweetie.
Yeah,
She's
she
a sweetheart.
On UK soil because of such threats. And yet, since 2019, a proper risk assessment has not been conducted. This is not only a deviation from standard practice, it is a dereliction of duty. The stark difference is I was born into lifelong circumstances that create inherent security risks. My decade of military service, particularly 2 tours of duty in Afghanistan, as well as social and tabloid media frenzy, have only intensified those threats. Uncovering how my immediate family's safety was knowingly put at risk, as well as who was behind it and who sanctioned it, has been truly devastating. No matter where we may agree or disagree, I would never wish harm on anyone. These legal proceedings have revealed to...
Oh, wow. He need his ass. He need like one of them leather belts.
Yeah.
And just psh, 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 psh.
Harry, you've missed the entire point. You left. It was explained to you. You left and it was explained to you you weren't going to get it.
But
no amount of sitting there crying.
Is that he's blaming?
He goes, I should have got an RMB. Why? You don't live there anymore. You don't work there anymore. Why would you continuously get an RMB every single year? You don't live there anymore.
Right.
It keeps going on. Oh, I should get the same as my family. No, because you left and you don't live there anymore. Oh. Paula M's here.
I'm sorry.
Paula M's here.
Yes. Hey, Paula. Come up. He is more than a dickweed. He has lost it. He has become Meghan, a Meghan number 2. Like, I used to have respect for Harry, but I have lost all. Like, he has none left whatsoever. The way that he is blaming his own family for his security. He took his family away.
So how many? He was told like 3 times, and in the Sandringham Summit, that he was going to lose it, and 3 times in the court case. And in the beginning of that interview, the BBC, I wish somebody told me all of this, and you go, they did over and over and over and over again. You just don't know what it is. It doesn't compute. Your brain does not compute.
His brain is not computing. Hello, Paula M. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you guys?
We're doing good.
I just
talking about
Harry. Hi, guys. This is late for me.
Is it like? Oh, this is late for you. Oh, yeah. What time is it?
Where I am, it's almost 10 p.m. But for me, because I'm a farmer, I get up around 3 in the morning.
Oh, okay.
And it's rainy season now, so.
Oh, it is the season for it.
Yeah. Yeah, you can allow idiot. Idiot is okay.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to do bird 57. So you're talking about the, whatchamacallit? The interview, Dave.
Interview, yeah. What do you think about it?
I just think he's having a hard time coming to grips with the fact that, he keeps going. Because to me, there was one line that's very important. He says that irrelevant of whether he's a working royal or not, his status still the same. But that's because he's grifting in Vegas right now. He's selling access to a a gala for $260,000 a year. How is he going to give a royal gala if he's not royal?
Right.
So in his mind, he doesn't want to.
Accept it.
It doesn't want to give up the status.
They never
Yeah.
did. They never wanted to give it up.
That's how they earn their money.
You know what, Letitia? I think he doesn't mind it as much as he needs it now, because before there are interviews with him saying he didn't want to be a prince anymore, he doesn't like England, but now he knows that that is the only calling card he has, even though it's
Yep.
depreciated.
Paula, meet dictator Paula.
Hi,
Paula.
Paula.
Oh, I'm good. You know, so it's very interesting to me to watch all of this, to tell you the truth.
It is
And
for
you know,
me.
I found out now why. I finally found out why he did that thing in New York.
Right, yes, for the security. To fake the
Yeah,
security.
but no, but not as much for the UK. I found out. You know that I used to work at the United Nations in New York, but you know, I was talking to Pidina because we talked every day, right? And
Right.
for some reason, when I used to work there, but that was years ago, I was so on top of this, right? But then I forgot all about it because, you know, now I haven't worked on this for a long time. And then I remember, because, you know, in California, you're allowed to carry guns
Right.
if you're bodyguards.
Well, here in Texas, you can carry it regardless.
Not in New York. In
Oh.
New York, it's very strict. Downtown, Times Square, and all of that, it's a gun-free zone.
Oh,
You're not allowed to carry guns in downtown New York.
that's
So
Are
good.
you
his
talking about the
bodyguards
car
cannot
chase?
carry guns in New York.
Yeah.
In
Are you
fact,
talking about the car chase?
in 2012, the National Guard apply to allow the the National Guard people in New York, to carry weapons, and it was denied. They said that no, that only the New York Police Department can carry guns. I mean, New
Wow.
York is one of the few states that has incredibly strict laws in
Mm.
regards. So, for example, you can get what it's called a place. Let me see if I can get the wording right. Please correct me if I'm wrong on the chat. But it's like you can get a permit to hold a gun at a special place, and it cannot leave there. For example, you can have a gun in your home, but only in your home. It cannot leave your house.
Oh. Yeah,
Okay.
not here.
And it cannot be more than 5 rounds. You
Oh,
cannot have automatic weapons.
not here.
No,
You
no,
can.
I'm just telling you, New York. So,
Okay.
so you see, his bodyguards, in order for they are entitled to carry guns in California, but
Uh-huh.
it does, just because they're entitled to carry guns in California, it doesn't mean that they're entitled to carry guns in New York. In fact,
Okay.
it's very difficult to get that. In
I
fact,
see.
if you have a gun, you're going, for example, and you can even get like what's called uh for example, Brooklyn, you may have a permit to carry or have a gun in Brooklyn. It can never be more than 7 rounds, so it's not an automatic weapon.
Oh,
So
okay.
you cannot go from Brooklyn to Manhattan and take it to Manhattan, because you're not allowed to carry it in Manhattan.
Oh, that's good.
But like everything that's downtown Times Square and all of that area, it's absolutely forbidden to carry guns. And for example, in the places that are and they're marked as gun-free zone, and the ones that are not marked gun-free zones, the owners, if you want to go to a restaurant, it's up to the owner to allow you to bring a gun. So
Okay.
Harry's bodyguards are not allowed to carry guns. You see, whereas if he pretended that somebody was chasing and his life is in danger, then he can
Uh-huh.
get police security. And
Okay.
only the NYPD can carry police everywhere. Not even the National Guard. That was denied by, I think, Mayor Bloom. It was the one who, the National Guard cannot carry guns. And this is after the riots. And this happened after after the school shootings in 2012 and 2013.
Oh wow.
Yeah. They're not screwing around. And you know that you can go to a shooting range, right? But
Yes.
you cannot carry guns. You can use the guns in a shooting range as long as you are pre-approved by the NYPD. So for example, you cannot go to a gun show and buy a gun. You have to get a
Okay.
permit at NYPD.
Wow.
Yeah. I think it's great because you don't
I,
hear any more of school shootings in New York.
it's
But
awesome.
this is why he did it, because in New York, his bodyguards don't carry guns. I don't know what the obsession with this guy is about guns, you know?
Are you
Oh,
talking about the car chase? The catastrophic car chase? Yeah,
That's why they faked the car chase, so they could
yeah,
prove they were in, like, oh, you know, that it's dangerously chaotic, because in New York, their bodyguards don't are not allowed to carry guns. And it
yeah.
is so tough that, for example, if you're allowed to carry a gun, you're not allowed to fire. You have to put the ammunition in either in the trunk, but the gun can, if you're driving, and you cannot make any stop.
Mm,
And the
oh,
bullets cannot be in the gun.
mm.
mm.
But
Oh.
he kind of lost his argument where he got out of a security detailed car and got into a taxi. He lost his argument right
Yeah,
there
but
and
that's why
then.
he did it. You see, but before that, that's why they did it. So now, whenever they go, they have a marked car police, and they have two policemen that do carry guns.
Oh, they do now.
Yeah,
Yes.
so she had her
Well,
full car.
Harry, not
Full
Meghan.
car thing.
I gotta be honest, it's Harry that gets it, not Meghan.
Okay.
Megan take that four convoy car, was just her secretary and two chauffeurs.
Isn't
She
that
didn't
some
get any.
stuff?
She didn't have a bodyguard because the bodyguards were with Harry in the United Kingdom.
I thought I thought she had one police car in there, one
No,
unmarked
no,
police
no, no,
car.
no. That was BS. No, no, no. That's not
Oh,
true.
okay.
That is a lie that she put out there. No.
Oh,
And if you look inside, you remember there's like a little clip where she's backstage running around like a crazy chicken,
yeah,
scratching her head.
scratching her
There
head.
are no bodyguards around her.
I know, because I was thinking, how can he afford two sets of bodyguards? He's got one with
He
him.
doesn't. The bodyguards go with him. And
With
now, if
him.
you look,
Yeah,
do you guys remember? Because I did a video about this. Do you guys remember during the California fires, they went to Pasadena to that fat chef, and Harry's standing still talking to him, and Megan is walking around like a crazy chicken trying to
yeah,
look busy, right?
Yeah.
Just look at it. How all the bodyguards are looking at Harry, and none of them go after her.
yeah.
And then when
Oh,
Harry shakes his hand to leave, all the bodyguards surround Harry. I actually showed it in slow
Yeah,
motion. And Megan
yeah,
had to run after them.
yeah. They left her there. They left
they
her standing there.
did.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
they
if
left
you
her
look at the
standing there.
interaction while they're there, Harry's standing in one place, and if you look, the three bodyguards are just staring at him. And Megan is like going here, going there, and the bodyguards are not following her. And then when Harry shook the hand of the mayor, because they went to trespass on the houses,
Yes.
all the bodyguards surrounded Harry. And if you look, Harry's walking away on his own, and then Megan kind of runs behind to
Yeah.
catch up.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, but Harry's not happy. Harry just doesn't want to
He's
understand
never happy.
that he's a nobody.
He is a nobody.
He is.
He's getting more and more irrelevant every day.
Every day.
And you
Every
know what he's doing? He's doing exactly what Mr. Markle is doing. It's like he's going giving this interview, asking his family for reconciliation while trashing them. And he
Yeah,
doesn't understand why they don't talk to him. That's what Mr. Markle was doing in all these interviews, trying to get them to talk to him. And
yeah,
nobody does. So now Harry's doing exactly the same thing.
yeah. Everyone's moved on. Everyone's just moved on. Life is hard. Everyone's just moved on now.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
it's terrible. And you know that I called the hotel today.
Which one?
You know the picture that you haven't seen my videos. You don't see my videos, Leticia. I see that now. I did a video
I
today.
do, Paula. I watched them, Paula.
I did a video today because that picture, I thought that's not Santa Barbara. That's not
Oh,
Santa
Oh,
Barbara.
the kiddie one, the kids one, the
Where he's
sun.
in a balcony looking out, right? And
Archie's
then
photo.
yeah, and Instagram. And then one of my subs said that looks like, and one of my subs sent me that looks like this hotel. So I started Googling and everything, and Lord and behold, I found the hotel. So
it
I
was a
sent him an email.
hotel.
Yeah, I sent him an email, and I said in the email I said the following. Let me see, what did I say in the email here? In the email um, I said I lie, clearly I lie, right? But I said um let me just read it to you. I said oh man, it's a long thing they sent me. I just have to go all the way to the bottom. I said, hello, I am flying in from Norway and would love to stay at the same suite the Duke and Duchess of Sussex stayed at your hotel. I would be arriving June 8th, leaving the 16th. Can you tell me the cost? Kind regards, right? And I waited for like half an hour, but you know me, I'm impatient. And when they didn't, I called them. I showed the phone call, like the phone call, the number that you can call, that's the reservations. And this girl named Carla replied. And I said, listen, I am very interested on getting the same villa that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex stayed at, right? And
Uh-huh.
she said to, and no, sorry, I said, I'm very interested in getting this suite. And then she very like pompously said to me, they didn't stay at a suite, they stayed at the private villa, and it cost $7,700 plus taxes a night. And I'm like, oh, that's
Wow.
okay, that's no problem, but I want their suite. And she said, but I want their villa. And she says, well, the villas have been under renovation since March, but they will be open from July 4th, and you can and you can make reservations from July 4th. And I said, what do you mean they've been under renovations since March? And she said, yeah, we right now we're only offering the casitas, which are small houses, right? For
Oh,
$2,200 a night.
oh,
Yeah. But the villas, they're under renovation. And then July, I have to warn you, and that is the rainy season and hurricane season. And right now, because in Mexico and Central America and Colombia, it's March and April are the hottest month. I mean, you get dehydrated, and then May it starts raining.
oh.
Okay. So the weekend, and Megan posted that picture up, and it said, and thanking people for coming to the birthday party, and kind of giving the impression that she's there, right, in Santa Barbara, and that they're there.
Uh-huh.
So I asked the lady, so I said, so are you sure that it's that they that and she says, yeah, they came last year with a couple. And I said, and if the villa that they want, she even said it's Casa Quixmala Suites and Bungalows. Because she responded after I talked to her, I said, can you confirm in an email for me? And she said, yes. She said, thank you for contacting us. It will be a pleasure to host you for your next visit to the Coast. Please find
Oh,
our current accommodations available over the requested period, right? And then she said, Casa Quixmala, which is where they stayed, right?
okay.
Um, are under maintenance until new notice. There will be no access to the restaurant La Loma, and which is a bitch because the nearest restaurant is about 40 kilometers, located within Casa Quixmala either. This maintenance includes the private villa Casa La Playa. Please note, from July to mid-October is the Mexican Pacific Coast rain and hurricane season, right?
Right.
So yeah, and then they send me the private villas, and then they send me all these kinds of things. It's
Uh-huh.
also a minimum stay of 3 nights requires when reserving any private villa, and then they send me full board. And what it means, this is additional to the 7,700 a night. You get a private chef, right?
Wow.
Yeah. And then they go, children under 2 years old are complimentary. Children from 3 to 5 years are charged 25% of the above rate. Children from 6 to 11 years are charged 50% of the above rate. And then they go Casa Cuexmali and they send me all the pictures, they send me the maps, and they send me then, and they send the casitas. Pidaina also called,
Uh-huh.
and she was also given the same information. The girl's name is Carla.
Wow.
Yeah. And they go, Cuixmala is not a
So,
pet friendly
so
property.
basically, Megan was lying about where she took that picture.
Yeah, and you see, Cuixmala reservations is Carla Lopez. Her name is there, her phone number and extension number.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's the girl who talked to me, Carla. And I said, what do you mean? And I said, and because I said, I would like the full Sussex experience. I want to enjoy exactly what the Sussexes enjoyed. And I want the same nannies that looked after their children, right? And
Uh-huh.
she said, well, I wouldn't know about She says, we do offer a nanny service at an extra cost, but you have to give us advance notice so we can send you names and you have to pre-approve them, right? In
Okay.
case you don't bring your own nanny. And then the villas only have 4 bedrooms, right?
Okay.
And then with 4 bathrooms. And then she said, we wouldn't be able to provide you any nannies or any sitter service because they came with another couple. They didn't come with with any children.
Oh. So she stuck him on that balcony.
Well, I don't think he was there either because I think that they went there. She took a picture of the balcony and I think she photoshopped
Right.
with whoever that child is in there
It
because
looks
if
like
they
it.
went there in April and March, they didn't go there during the rainy season because you wouldn't get a sky like that during the rainy season. I know that for a fact. We don't
Okay.
get skies like that because it's different sky because it's raining all the time. The water is dirty because of the rain. Not dirty, but it looks murky. The ocean looks murky, because it's constant rain, right?
Okay.
And the sky doesn't look blue, and the sunsets are different. And if you look at the shadow of the picture,
Okay.
okay, let me see if I can share it with you guys here. Let me see because this
I
is so funny.
see.
Let's
It's
see if you guys. Let's see how much of sleuths you guys are. And I even posted a clip of a guy who's really hot, who's showing exactly that villa. People thought that was Meghan Markle with a guy, but no, I was just showing a guy because as a point of reference of the little boy, But
oh.
I just want to show you something here because I know I downloaded it. Where is it? Wait, let me get this because I sent it to Pidina. Pidina, let me see. Let me see.
Oh, I
Let me
want to
see.
thank you, Be Happy, for my super sticker. Thank you so much. I bought a bell.
Oh God. Let me see. Okay, wait. I have to download this, guys. Wait 1 second, because I have to download these pictures because I try to
That's
delete.
okay.
I should download my pictures because then I have to go look for them. I
Oh,
promise you guys, I won't stay long. I just wanted to show you this.
That's
sure.
okay.
Fine.
Okay.
Are you saying that the kids weren't there at all?
Well, the lady said that they've only been there once and they came with a couple.
And no
They,
kids?
no, because she says that she couldn't offer any nanny services because they came without kids.
Without kids? Okay.
It was them and another couple.
Oh. Every time
And
they
then
go
she
on
was
holiday.
very helpful. She said, but we can
Yeah,
arrange that for you. You can still do that. We can arrange it for you, right?
yeah.
Okay. I am sharing this image with you. Can you share it?
Yes.
Can you remove the comment? Okay. First, I don't know if you noticed something really weird there.
Well, the sun, the head part, but you're pointing to something.
There's no shadow of the kids.
Okay, that's number one. What's the second other one?
Oh,
Look at the fence. The fence is crisscross, yet the shadows are straight lines.
right.
It should
Ah,
be
yeah,
crisscross.
yeah, yeah. The shadow of the fence are straight lines. where
Yeah,
the fence
and
is
the fence
crisscross.
is not straight line. It's
Yeah,
those it's
crisscross.
crisscross. It's a
So
diamond
it
shape.
should be
So you
crisscross,
should have at the
right?
bottom
Yes,
diamond shape
the, the
shadows.
shadow should be crisscrossed.
Exactly.
Do you think she does? I think she does the Photoshop on purpose. That's the only way she gets attention.
Yeah, but the funny thing is that
I think
they
she does it on
talk
purpose.
about needing security, right? And
Yeah,
then they go to Mexico. Now, she did tell me because I said, oh, because, okay, she didn't give me very many details, but she said that they rented casita for their bodyguards
yeah,
because the houses only have 4 bedrooms,
Oh, okay.
you know? So, and then they came with 2 couples, and whatever. And if they have bodyguards, maybe the bodyguard slept in one of the rooms,
Okay.
But they
yeah,
that's what I thought, because I thought, wait a minute. If they went with the children, it would be Harry, Meghan, and there's 4 bedrooms, right? Maybe Archie in one bedroom and Lily in the other bedroom and then Nanny in the other bedroom. Where would the bodyguards sleep? Because they go everywhere with bodyguards.
Right.
yeah,
Where are they gonna sleep?
Yeah. So according to this lady, she said that yes, that they came up with another couple that she couldn't. They didn't use the services of a nanny because it was 2 couples that came, but she said she would still offer me, like, the services, and she gave me the prices.
yeah.
Okay. Wow.
I think all these Photoshops, she does it on purpose. That's the only
Yeah,
attention
but,
she
but
gets
the
every
thing
time she
is,
puts
though,
a
that she
picture.
uses old pictures, and if you look
Yeah,
at that kid, if they were there that last week or whatever, it is so hot because they have dehydration warnings from the months of, like
Oh.
up till April. And then from May, June, July, and August is rainy season. And from July to October, you have hurricane season.
So he is hot when
So
he
it should be really hot because it's 91, almost 100 degrees. So why would he be wearing a full winter pajamas?
I know. They do look like pajamas, don't they?
yeah.
It doesn't make sense that she would have a long sleeve kid at 91 degrees right there. And also the veranda, that kid, the veranda is all funky because, um, let me see. I
Show a
think,
picture with the back of his head.
and then somebody said that is actually from a movie that's called Sirenia, which is actually from a little boy who lost both parents.
Yeah, I
Oh,
saw that. I saw that, yeah, on X.
is she trying to send a message?
I don't know what the hell she's trying to do, but yeah, but something is not right.
Yeah. Oh,
We've
yeah.
always known there's something not right there with them kids.
But
Always.
tomorrow I'm gonna have a big reveal about Lily. I think I
Oh.
finally found out about Lily.
Ooh.
You see, okay, I'm gonna show you this. I'm gonna show you this, guys, because this is funny. This is a guy who was on TikTok. He's very hot looking. Look here. Here's the guy, right?
Okay.
He's staying there because he's showcasing. Look how tall. He's not that tall, really, but look how short these things are.
Right.
This is the video. That's the video. That's him walking. See?
Nice, nice.
Watch. What's
Okay.
his name?
So this is
Oh,
the
nice.
place being
Let's
advertised.
just watch him once more. Yes, I want to come
Archie
over
was
there.
big. Yeah,
Yes,
Archie's
yes,
small.
yes. Yeah, but look
Archie's
how
small.
short that fence is. And that's
Yeah.
exactly the casa where they stayed, right? So he's standing there. Look at that. And this is supposed to be, you can see that there, right? And this
Mm.
is Archie. That's exactly the
Oh,
same spot. But look at the shadows of the fence. They're not crisscross as they should be.
yeah, they kind of stuck him there. What I thought was weird that where the sun is and where his head is.
And then let me show you this because I don't think I showed it, but I think I liked it. Let me see my profile here. I think I liked something here. I liked it, and if you're watching my here, I'm sorry, but you guys know that I'm a big fan of Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's all right. It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. But I think I saw it somewhere here that they have this thing here. It's not printing isn't that written. Yeah, right. UK Parliament idiots. Let me see. I know I saw something here. I think I liked it. Let me see if I liked it. Let me go to my profile. Cristiano, they lost today. It's so heartbroken.
Hmm.
Oh.
Let me see. I know I liked it because it said something about Serenia. And let me see media. Maybe I put it on media here.
Paula, do
It's
you believe that they're still together or
no,
they've
they're not.
separated?
No, they're not. No, they're not.
I don't believe they're together.
No, they're not. And
I,
I put this together, guys. Let me know what you think of this.
I see dead people. I think it's beautiful. I see dead people. I think it's
I'm sorry, I just couldn't help
Oh,
myself. But no, I want to find this thing with Serenia because they had this thing.
there it
Maybe
is. It
let me
was
see
right there.
Serenia.
You had it right there. You missed it.
Where? Oh,
There.
here it is. Megan Small has it. That's a movie called Serenia.
oh wow.
Yeah. See? Following his parents' untimely deaths, a young filmmaker uses his home movie camera to escape the harsh realities of life. And
Megan
I
is
think I
sick.
actually posted it on my post. I think I did a picture.
She did
Uh,
that on purpose.
no, I
It's
don't know.
just too
No, you know
creepy.
what
It's
it
so
is?
creepy.
You know what it is? And this is for real, guys. This is for real, guys.
It's just creepy. It's so
Yeah.
creepy.
No, let me see because I have this. I made this here today. Let me see. I'm gonna send it to myself so I can show it to you guys. I'm sorry, I'm not technically. You guys know I'm technically challenged. I apologize for
That's
that.
all right. Don't worry.
Let me see. Where am I here? No, it's my other YouTube thingy. I did not, Doña Patricia. Did I send it to myself? No, I didn't. I'm so stupid. Let me see. Okay, here we go. Okay, let me download this picture here. Here. Because I put it together. I just thought, why not? I'm gonna stop sharing. So I'm gonna share this picture with you. I swear to God, I don't mean to take over the live, okay, guys?
That's all right. Don't worry.
You're
No, I
fine.
didn't mean to do
This is
that.
good.
No. So I'm just gonna show you this because I did it. I just thought it was freaky as fuck. So let me show you. Ujú. Antes que nazca el día, los pájaros here. Share the picture.
Yeah, that is creepy.
But look at the little boy. Look at this. Look how
Oh
crisscross.
my
You should
God.
have the shadows here should be crisscross at the bottom.
Yeah, they should.
And the kid supposedly is facing the sun. So you should have his shadow at least here in the middle of his legs. You should see that his top
Yeah.
back covers that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. What's these other shadows?
Yeah. That guy was good looking, wasn't he, guys?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Been
He
watching
was.
that. I've been watching his, now I've been watching him all the time. But that, no, I just wanted to show you guys that. And tomorrow, you guys should not miss the video I'm going to do tomorrow.
Okay,
Because
I'm gonna come on.
tomorrow I
Okay.
am going to
What
expose.
time? Well,
Uh,
I get the
I don't
notification.
know. I have to. You should watch my video today because today's video. Let me show you something. Let me see if I can show you the video because it's
Okay.
It's
They're saying that the side chat is saying the ears are the same.
let me see.
The ears are the same.
Boy, that guy's so good
They
looking. People is
were. I
gay.
noticed that. The ears were the same.
The ears are the same.
Identical.
Doodoo
Okay.
Bird says it. She's got,
Do the bird said it? Okay.
yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna put myself on mute so you guys can listen a little bit of this, okay? Because otherwise there will be echo. I'm gonna share with you. This is just a little bit of my video from today.
Okay.
So are you sharing it?
Yeah, I'm gonna share it.
I'm gonna mute myself. Just wait.
Okay.
Post on her Instagram. Happy 6th birthday to Archie. Thank you for all the love, prayers, and warm wishes for our sweet boy. His 6th. Where did time go? Where did the time go? And then in parentheses, she has to put this. She couldn't have let it go. If she had stopped there, then Paula Matanovich, myself, which is me, wouldn't have had to do what I'm doing right now, guys. To be very honest with you. And she just said, okay, let it go, that's fine. But no, she puts this in parentheses. And for all of you who came to
Lion.
us at his party last weekend, thank you for making his birthday so incredibly special, right? You would think that's a great thing, right? What do you assume when you see Archie or a little boy on a veranda
By himself.
for coming to celebrate his birthday? Is that he's celebrating the birthday there? That's part of the birthday celebrations. And surely he has friends coming over.
And
And
sure.
what's even sadder, that this little boy, if they have Archie, I do believe that they have a kid named Archie, could have spent the weekend in the United Kingdom with all of his cousins that are his age, with his real family, having fun. Things that Harry and Meghan are denying to this little boy. He could have been with, all the Wells's children, Zara's children, like all of their friends that they would have. But instead, he's lonely, sitting, looking across the veranda.
Yeah.
But according to what I was told, that is not even Archie. And there was not even an Archie in that place. And I'm going to show you exactly where they claim that this picture was taken. Exactly, because I phoned and it was confirmed to me. And the information I'm going to give you, it's going to blow your mind, guys. You're probably wondering, what the hell is this, Paula? Paula, have you lost your marbles? No. That is the phone number of the hotel where Harry and Meghan went to with another couple without children. Okay? And I know that because I called the hotel. And I asked them that I wanted to stay at the villa or at the place where the Duke and Duchess of Sussex stayed. The woman immediately informed me that they stayed at a private villa that cost $7,700 a night plus taxes, right? And I said, well, I want to live their experience anyways, and I'd like to come and stay there. Because you see, that picture was taken at Quixmala Hotel in Jalisco, Mexico. Okay, that is the villa that they stayed at. It's called Casa Alborada, right? That's where you probably see the picture being taken. The woman at the reception told me that Quixmala has been closed, at least the private villas where the Duke and Duchess of Sussex stayed at with the other couple, has been closed since early March, and they're opening on July 4th. And this is due to renovations because right now is the rainy season. Because I said I want to reserve the same place that the Duke and Duchess reserved because I want to live the same experience. And then she tried to scare me off and said, well, those houses, they cost $7,700 plus tax, and it's a private villa. Fine, I said, give it to me.
Well, you have to go watch the whole video.
Oh, okay.
Sneak peek. She's a teaser.
That was good, Paula. I like that. I like the animation. I like how you
Yeah,
put.
but you're not watching my videos, Leticia. If
I
you're
do,
watching,
Paula. I watch them, Paula.
if you watch them, you would be talking because this is actually quite cool. And you know what's interesting to
It
me?
is good.
that even though I have the email and I'm showing the response from the email, people are still saying no, they were there in April. When the lady told me, and she confirmed it in the email, that the villas have been closed since March because they're renovating them and they're going to be open on July 4th, right? And I'm talking to the girl, Carla, which is in the email. I'm showing the email. This is directly from them. And people are still, oh, no, no, maybe they lied to you. I'm like, no, why wouldn't they want to rent? They're losing money not renting these things out.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
You know, so you know what I mean. So but people are still doing that, so I'm showing the phone number. I show how long I spoke to the woman, and then she assured me she'd send me the email, and then of course she sent me the email with, I mean, the email is super long, and then she said, put parentheses and says, these dates, it's hurricane season. I know because I'm in Latin America, but she doesn't know that. She thinks I'm in Norway because that's what I lied to her about. And then so yeah, so people are still, in spite of, oh, she lied to you, and I'm like, well, I don't she didn't seem like she was lying. And they go, well, why would she give you that information? Because I said, well, what do you mean it's closed since March? That can't be because the Duke and Duchess stayed there last week. And she goes, no, no, they didn't stay here last week, that was last year.
Oh,
Well, everybody assumes they stayed there last week because she posted that picture in that
right,
thing.
right.
So I said, well, what do you mean they're closed? They can't be closed. They just posted a picture of them there staying there last week. And she goes,
Exactly.
no, they came here last year.
Wow. Mm, mm, mm.
They
Yeah.
always get figured out, no matter what they do. Everyone figures it out. It does.
Yeah.
That is so
So go
true.
watch the video, but tomorrow it's gonna be explosive.
I'm gonna go
Latisha,
finish watching the video.
Latisha, can you do me a favor?
Yes,
Can you have your daughter's birth certificate, right?
yes.
On the top left hand corner, you have a bunch of numbers, right?
I think so. I can go look.
Can you look and send me the three first numbers on the top hand left corner of the birth certificate?
Okay, let me go take a look.
Yeah. Don't say it here. Just send it to me by WhatsApp. But what do you guys think of that, guys?
It's just so freaky. Everything they do, everyone susses it out, and all the evidence is there. And I think at this point, they're just messing around. It's the only attention she gets now is these silly photocopy pictures, Photoshop pictures.
Yeah.
Because everything else is failing. No matter
But
what she does,
I
the
don't
scam
understand.
jam.
I don't understand. She has access to people who know how to Photoshop. Why not Photoshop the shadows of the? Because it's easy. From what I can't do it, but Ron can Photoshop the shadow. All you do, because I was
Yeah,
talking to Ron, is like you Photoshop the shadow of the fence onto the floor.
yeah. I think she's just it's her only form of attention now. These crazy Photoshop pictures. I
Yeah,
think she does it on purpose. It's
yeah,
the only
yeah,
way she can get headlines and column inches in newspapers by doing these crazy Photoshop pictures. A
yeah.
scam jam's not selling, and nothing she's doing is working. So that's all she's got now.
Mm, okay,
That
I see.
scam jam.
No, but it's quite interesting. What do you guys think? I feel sorry for those kids. I don't think that kid celebrated anything. I don't believe any of that.
I feel sorry for those kids. I can't understand how anyone would take their children away from their whole family. The life that those royal families, the children lead, sitting on the balconies and in all the parades and trooping of the colour. Why would you take that away from two children? I just don't understand that. That's mean. That's cruel. And
So,
Yeah,
Paula,
yeah.
is it the certificate number?
No, I don't. Don't give me the one for certificate number. I just sent you a text message by WhatsApp. Can
Okay.
you check if those first three digits are correct? Just say yes or no.
The Queen's Guard, she's confirming that she was born in California and they're not the right numbers on Betty's fake birth certificate.
No.
Do you know which numbers I'm talking about? But maybe the ones in
There's-
Texas is different. Maybe the birth certificate in Texas is different.
Exactly. Because this one, I
Can
mean,
you send me a screenshot and take it to what through WhatsApp? Don't send it. Don't post it here,
okay.
so I can check the numbers.
I think the numbers are at the bottom here.
No. Send me the whole thing because at the bottom is a different numbers. But just send me the whole thing so I can check it and I will check to see and I'll tell you what numbers I was looking for so you know too. Because each state they have different types of birth certificates. But there's one number that always has the same format in all the birth certificates. They place it in different places, but they have it there. Let me know when you send it.
Okay, I sent it.
Oh, this is not a is this is
It's the native one.
okay. So this is what do you mean the native one?
Well, you can buy different forms of birth certificates.
So this is not the official. This is not official one then.
Yeah, it is.
No, but
See
it's
the seal at the
no,
bottom?
no, yeah, but you have like balloons and stuff in it. You know what I mean? That's not
Yeah.
what I mean by that. No, okay, you don't have all the info. You don't have the that is needed. You don't have the doctor's name. You don't have anything there. Okay, no, this is this is so cute. I'm sorry. It looks like
This ain't it.
I mean, you have a crib in there. Oh my God, that is so funny. There are some numbers at the top.
Oh, okay.
You have some numbers at the very top.
No.
That's odd. This is the weirdest birth certificate I've seen in my life.
It was weird to me too when I ordered it. It was expensive. Well, it was like 100.
Yeah, this is a bespoke thing that you did.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about regular birth certificates.
Yeah, with the doctor's name on it and the
Yeah,
signature.
and everything. Yeah. Do you have that one?
No.
How can you not have that one?
I
Don't you have this?
know.
Do you have the certificate of live birth? You should have gotten that when the child was born.
It's probably in one of my files.
Okay, never mind that. Never mind that. What you have is not the official birth certificate. That is something very cute, by the way, but that's not the birth
This
certificate.
ain't it.
Huh?
I may have to order another one then.
Yeah, that's not a birth certificate. No, that's
I may
that's
have
that's
to
something
order it
cute
again.
and bespoke.
Yeah, because she'll need the original.
Yeah, you'll need the original. That is something. Yeah, that's like ordering a card with your dog's name or your daughter's name on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this wasn't cheap either.
Yeah, because usually you don't pay. You pay like $19 or something like that. It's just for registry.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
but anyways, tomorrow I'm doing a kick-ass video that you can't miss. But if
Okay.
you want, I'm gonna get going because I have to go to sleep. But you can watch the rest of my video if you want, and you can laugh at it because it
Okay.
was
Thank
really really
you.
funny. And thank you guys for having me. I'm sorry if I
No, you did not.
No, not at
You got
all.
to come. I look for you.
yeah. So sometimes I've been so busy now because it's been raining like crazy, and I have to be at the farm and I'm with the shelter. I don't have time, and I've been without internet for 6
Oh,
days.
really? Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's been like a nightmare to do videos and stuff like that. But yeah. So yeah, thank you for having me, guys. And watch my video. Watch the rest of the videos. You can show it, no problem at all. I'm not, I'm not gonna copyright strike you.
Okay,
Um,
good.
it's
Because
really, really
some
funny.
of the videos you want to
It starts
play.
around. It starts around. Let me see where I left it. It starts around 6:30. I'll
Okay,
send you the link.
6:30.
Let me send you the link. How
Okay,
can I do
okay.
Let me show you the link of that one in case you want to show, because I think it's very good and you guys can talk about it because it'll give you quite a. It starts from. Let me see. Starts. What do you want? Because I talk about before that I talk about Vegas and the $260,000
Oh,
he does,
oh,
which is
the
yeah. So it starts from four. It start from. Let me see. It starts from. Yeah, it starts from. God, I didn't know I talked that much about it. From 3:40, go from 3:40. It starts from 3:40. I'm gonna
okay,
send it to
340.
you so you can watch it. Yeah, you can watch it here. Wait, so you can watch it. It starts from 3:40, and you can. That way, you don't have to go through the what you want to call it.
Right.
Through
Yeah.
the I sent you the link in case you want to play it because it's I found so much information there so you guys can talk about it. But
Okay.
anyways, thank you for having me, Latisha.
Thanks for coming, Paula. I appreciate it.
Bye
Thank
bye,
you. Come
sweetie.
again,
I
okay?
sent you the link over the on WhatsApp.
Okay.
Bye bye, guys.
Bye-bye,
Bye,
love
Paula.
you. I don't know what I got. I don't know what certificate I got.
I don't know. We have different ones in England.
Yeah, I may have to reorder her another one because I don't know where everything is. Because when I packed and moved here, I put everything. I don't know where I put everything, so I ordered a new one and thinking this was it, but this isn't it. She said, "This is cute." Hey, you guys want to watch Paula's show? Or let me go check on the fam. You want to watch that? You said you saw it already, Dictator.
I've seen them already, but I don't mind if everyone wants to see it.
Okay. Yeah, I got a memento certificate. I
Yeah, a
don't need no
decorative
memento
certificate.
one. I need the real deal. So
You've
I'm
probably got it somewhere. You would have got it when you registered it, or from the
right.
hospital.
I think I may have misplaced it during the move. So I was ordering another one so I can have it available. And then I had ordered her social security number. I wonder am I going to need that for school again? Do you have to register every year? You wouldn't know that.
No, I don't know. US.
She's so upset. I may have to.
Bye, Judy Bird.
Bye, Judy Bird. Um, I better shut it down. Hold on, Dictator. One moment.
No.
I'm coming to bed. How long will she sleep? Okay. I wanted to finish. What's his name?
All right.
Yes. Yeah. I want to see Paula's too. She said it's kind of long.
We still haven't done the podcast. Got to do the podcast.
Yes. That we're gonna do. We're gonna do that one tomorrow.
Yeah, do the podcast. Because that is supposed to be the worst one yet, allegedly.
Yes. Yes. And I want to see it. I want to see it for sure. Okay. I think this is the last video of him. And we're like, we got less than 3 minutes.
Me that this basic duty of care was not and is not applied to me. It's true that I have been treated as an exception on this issue. The conditions of my security were not made based on threat, risk, and impact. They were made based on my role, one that my wife and I wanted to maintain, but that was ultimately refused. Ravik's ability to make decisions outside of its own policies and the so-called political sensitivities of my case have prevailed over the need for fair and consistent decision-making. The court has decided to defer to this, revealing a sad truth. My hands are tied in seeking legal recourse against the establishment. This all comes from the same institutions that preyed upon my mother, that openly campaigned for the removal of our security, and that continue to incite hatred towards me, my wife, and even our children, while at the same time protecting the very power that they should be holding accountable. The UK is my birthplace and will always be part of who I am. It is a place I love and the country where my son was born. I've only ever wanted to continue my charitable work in supporting the causes and people that mean so much to me, and for my children to know the beauty of my homeland. I remain committed to a life of public service.
Why is he lying? I mean, dictator, he's just lying.
Of course he is.
Kids to see his homeland. No, you don't.
It's just blackmail. It's just blackmail. The whole world sees him as a phony.
It's really bad. I'm telling you, this is the worst. He's worse than Meghan.
He is. See, they're the same. They're exactly the same type of people. That's why they're so good for each other.
Yep. Yep.
Nasty, vindictive little bullies.
Yes. And they wonder why this is not going to help his popularity.
I think that his and her popularity went a long time ago.
Yeah.
It went. That's gone a long time ago. Even his charities have dumped him. Everyone's dumping him.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we're seeing the failure. Even the jam. That jam was a failure.
I think we're watching the end. We're watching the end now.
We're watching the end. It's the end.
The end of those two.
Because she has nothing else.
No, they both don't. They've both got nothing else. I think they're flat broke. I don't think they're together anymore. They're flat broke and they're just clutching at straws. They're just desperate now.
This has been and will always be my life's work. And when you strip away the noise, you'll be able to hear all I've been asking for is safety.
You idiot. You idiot. If it was just safety, then we wouldn't be here, would we?
No.
I do have a lot of compassion for him. Princess Diana's death did a real number on him at a young and impressionable age.
Come on.
And here at the very end of Harry's statement, it says, Prince Harry sat down exclusively with the BBC to discuss today's judicial review ruling, and they included a link to his explosive interview. So, he said a lot. What are your thoughts on his very lengthy statement? Share them and let's discuss in the comment section. Just like Harry, she is not making things better. Hello, my friend Perez Here, the queen of all media, the original influencer, Anglophile, and royal watcher. As I shared with you all previously, on Friday, Prince Harry suffered a crushing defeat, an end to his years-long battle to secure royal protection for him and his family. However, there should be a little asterisk there because he can have royal protection. He just needs to get it approved ahead of time. Harry, however, feels that he's entitled to round-the-clock protection whenever he's in the UK. And after that stinging defeat from a 3-judge appeals court, he revealed in a disastrous BBC interview that he wants to reconcile with his father, but that his dad isn't speaking to him. And life is precious. He doesn't know how much longer his father has to live. And he's really sad and unsure if he will ever take his wife and children back to his homeland. He loves the UK. But does the UK love him?
No.
No.
Well, now the Duchess of Montecito has responded in a very poignant way, not just to the court loss, but also to the palace's statement in response to that interview and the decision from the appeals court. If you missed it, King Charles rarely comments on things like this, but the palace went on the record and said the following: all of these issues have been examined repeatedly and meticulously by the courts, with the same conclusion reached on each occasion. That stings. That statement was very brief, but a powerful rebuke of his son and daughter-in-law. Harry and Meghan both are of the belief that if King Charles wanted to, he could make sure that Harry and her have the royal protection. So, the Netflix star just took to her social media and shared the following. This is all that she needs. The back of her children's heads. In their multi-million-dollar Montecito home. And rather tellingly, there was no caption included with this picture.
Nothing.
Now, I could be wrong, but I don't think this and the timing makes things better for a reconciliation. Do you think it does?
Might be happy.
Let's discuss in the comments section.
Now, a staggering 2/3.
All right. All right. I could be here all night. The baby sleep. She sneezed all day today.
Oh, she's got hay fever. It's coming now, hay fever season.
Yeah.
I get hay fever.
So I'm going to put some stuff on her chest. I was looking for
health with something that's actually backed by research. Click on the link.
I was looking for something. Yes, this one.
Hey everyone, I'm Meghan Kelly. Welcome to
What happened to Meghan Kelly?
Hey everyone, I'm Meghan Kelly. Welcome to the Meghan Kelly Show. This is an extra for you. After a years-long battle, Prince Harry lost his fight for government-funded security when he is in the UK. Following the legal ruling, Prince Harry ran to the media, shock, and participated in a sit-down interview with the BBC, claiming he does not see a world where he could bring Meghan and the kids back to the UK. Alleging we know where the responsibility lies if something were to happen to his father's grandchildren, while admitting he doesn't know how long his father, the King of England, has left. He's been battling an undisclosed form of cancer. Harry and Meghan continually reach new lows. Here to walk us through the latest is Dan Wootton, host of Dan Wootton Unspoken. Don't miss a moment. Subscribe to this show on YouTube and follow me on Insta, Facebook, and X. There's a lot of talk about government debt. Hey, put it in perspective for us. What's he doing here?
Always, always. I mean, this is a shocking new low, Meghan, because amidst all of that, he also went as far to suggest that the royal family actually wanted him dead. So let's just step back and think about that for one moment, because on the one hand, he's saying, I want reconciliation. I want to have a relationship with my brother again, even though he never wants to speak to me again. I want to speak to my dad again. Yeah, he's probably dying, so I feel a little bit bad about that. Then, in the same breath, he's saying, these guys want me to be unsafe. They want.
Let me just show that. I have that little bit from the BBC interview. We have a bunch of sides, but let me show that last one that he believes they want him dead.
I want history to repeat itself. I think there's a lot of other people out there, the majority, they also don't want history to repeat itself. Through the disclosure process, I've discovered that some people want history to repeat itself, which is pretty dark.
That's quite a statement. Who do you think that is?
I'm not going to share it at this point. You know, I know all the names of the people that were involved in this process. And again, you know, you have to question, why wasn't I put through the same risk management board everybody else was put through?
So the reason they won't pay for his ongoing security when he visits the UK is because they want him dead, Dan.
I know. This is now paranoia and delusion on an actual terrifying scale. Because, Meghan, what he is suggesting is that the royal family is conspiring with the British government to make him unsafe, to see him die in an accident like his mother, Princess Diana, all because actually, this is where his argument gets really weird, they secretly wanted to force him into returning to the UK. Trust me, Meghan. Trust me. You know I've covered the story up close for many years.
Yes.
No member of the royal family, not one member of the British royal family wants him back in the United Kingdom.
Wow.
And as for reconciliation, my sources very close to Prince William say that his words were, over my dead body. It's done. It's over. There were red lines. Harry crossed them. And the fact that he is now trying to suggest that the royal family actually want him to die like Diana, well, it's just another step too far. Like, why on earth would they reconcile at the same time as he's putting out actually arguably the most crazy and explosive accusation yet?
Yes. And why would he want to reconcile with people who literally want him dead? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. And so it isn't true. That's basically the rule. He, unfortunately, it looks like we're going to be stuck with him because he said the following in SOT 42.
I can't see a world in which I would be bringing my wife and children back to the UK at this point. And the things that they're going to miss is, well, everything. You know, I love my country. I always have done.
No, you haven't.
Despite what some people in that country have done. So, you know, I miss the UK. I miss parts of the UK. Of course I do. And I think it's really quite sad that I won't be able to show, you know, my children my homeland.
It's stomach turning, Dan. And I love my country. You know, despite what some people there have done, he's got so much anger.
What did we do?
Not even that.
I mean, all I can think is that we reported the truth, right? We reported the truth about the behavior of his wife, his narcissistic wife, Meghan Markle.
Exactly.
Now, Meghan, remember at the time, the idea was that people like me were actually somehow racist.
Responding to Lizzie. Yeah, Harry's
because we reported the fact that she was a bully, for example, reported the fact that the late Queen Elizabeth II had called her out for her disgusting behavior, that Catherine had actually confronted her at Kensington Palace about the way that she spoke to staff. That was all racism. There was something about us Brits, we just didn't understand the American way. Well, how on earth does Prince Harry now explain the fact that actually the bullying accusations are piling up from Americans, from the woke Californians working
everywhere
at Archwell, that they're reported in establishment pro-royal magazines like Vanity Fair or the Hollywood Reporter. None of this makes sense. And the problem is Harry is now so isolated. He has ignored so many people for so long. There's only one person who advises him, his wife. And she only cares about trying to protect her own reputation. So all of this is crazy, but the idea that he thinks there is a way back by giving another interview is what's nuts. Because I will say, Meghan, King Charles doesn't feel the same as Prince William. There is a split between father and son on this. So William, when he is on the throne, and very sadly, that will probably be sooner rather than later, given Charles is suffering from cancer, which I believe to be incurable, although Buckingham Palace are saying that he's fighting on and things are pretty good. And obviously we know with medical advances, you can stay alive with incurable cancer for some time. But the long-term or even the medium-term prognosis is not good. And by the time William is on the throne, there is no way back. Meghan, he doesn't even want Harry at his own coronation. So it's finished. But Charles is a different type of guy. He feels a lot of guilt for Harry's upbringing. He knows that the War of the Wales, which was obviously Diana versus Charles and all of those TV interviews and Tampon Gate and then the death of Princess Diana, he knows that did screw Harry up in a lot of ways. So Charles still feels this inherent guilt as a dad and was open to some sort of rapprochement. But then Harry went and gave the interview to the BBC and it is back to square one.
Right. So the thing he's whining about now is that when he left the royal family and his official role, they said, we're not going to be paying for your security when you come over here. You know, you've left you're no longer a working royal. So you're not going to get the police force around you when you pay visits here. And Harry's argument to the BBC and in court was, I can never leave the royal family. I could leave as a working royal, but I am part of the royal family and therefore I'm in danger, and that they never did a review of my security status. They just yanked it to try to force me, and you were saying this couldn't possibly be, but try to force me to stay as a working royal because he said my threat level was the highest of anybody back in like 2020. And then they revoked all my protection without even doing an additional security assessment, proving in his mind they knew I was at risk. And while I left as a working royal, I never can leave being a royal because, as he said to the BBC, you know, I am who I am.
100%. And he wants to be treated like a former prime minister who will receive lifetime security rights. So even Liz Truss, she was prime minister for six weeks, she receives security for the rest of her life. He believes that that's what he deserves. Now, Meghan, in the negotiations after Brexit, at this thing called the Sandringham Summit, where all of the senior royals, the late Queen Elizabeth II, King Charles, William, and their senior staff gathered, Harry was told point blank, you will lose your security if you leave in this way. Yes, that is why the royals tried to come to some type of arrangement with Harry. There were loads of ideas thrown around. At one point, it was like, could we maybe move you to South Africa, a Commonwealth country, for 6 months of the year? What about making you the Governor General of Australia? Is there some type of role for you in Canada? But as soon as Meghan Markle made it absolutely clear that it was all about the moolah, it was all about the big bucks, it was all about trading off the royal name. And you've got to remember, she was lining up these deals, Meghan, when she was still the Duchess of Sussex. She was in talks with Disney, she was in talks with the publishing companies, in talks with Netflix. So at that point, the late Queen Elizabeth II, quite rightly, in my opinion, said, no, there is no half in, half out. So you can go, you go with our blessing, but you lose everything and you do lose your security. And you can imagine the difficulty for the British government, because if they were to fund Prince Harry's security, that would also mean that there would be pressure for them to provide security to other high net worth, famous individuals who come to the United Kingdom. Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, and that doesn't happen in this country. Now, Harry has been very intellectually dishonest, though, to suggest that there is no security for him. Every time he has come, King Charles has offered him a lodging at, wait for it, Buckingham Palace. And guess what, Meghan? Buckingham Palace is empty at the moment, right? Charles is at Clarence House. William is...
What was you saying, Dictator?
No, I just said I agree. Every time Harry comes to the UK, Prince Charles offers him a place to stay and security. So Prince Harry's just lying about everything.
Yes.
It's all documented. Everything. He's just lying all the time. Bloody hell.
He's just lying all the time.
In Windsor, so he could have the run of Buckingham Palace. And if he was at Buckingham Palace, he would receive full security. Guess what? Harry said no. He went to stay with a posh, rich friend at an £8 million flat. It has been revealed, Meghan, that he ordered Deliveroo. You know, Deliveroo, it's like a food ordering service here, like Uber Eats or whatever. Now, that goes against every form of security if you're a member of the royal family. So he doesn't really care. This is just something for Harry to do. He needs to have a battle. He needs to have a mission. It's actually deeply sad, but I have zero sympathy for him because the fact that he is putting his father through this in the final years of his life has a very, very sinister mirroring of exactly what he did with Prince Philip. Do you remember that? The Oprah interview and all of that when Prince Philip was on his deathbed. And then the late Queen Elizabeth II, because all of the drama around Spare and the Netflix documentary and all of their other terrible slights happened when the late Queen Elizabeth II was dying of blood cancer. It's like, you're never going to learn. And there's no turning back. And Meghan, there are members of the royal family who believe that Harry's behavior hastened the death of the late Queen Elizabeth II. That is not something that they will easily forgive and forget.
I believe that too. That's what I say. I say those two killed the queen. That's my opinion. They killed the queen. She would have lived longer had they not ruined her last 2 years on Earth with their selfishness.
So much stress.
He lost at the trial court level on this push to make the British royal family pay for his security when he goes to the UK. And then he appealed it, and he's just lost the appeal. And now he runs to the BBC. He's totally forlorn. He's like, can't believe I lost this. And now he's got this warning for his cancer-stricken father in SOP 43.
Once they realize that, myself, my wife, and our kids are happier outside of the institution, then please just look at the facts. Look at the risks, look at the threat, look at the impact that if anything was to happen to me, my wife, or my father's grandchildren, if anything was to happen to them, look where the responsibility lies.
With you, Harry.
I mean, what a manipulation.
Yeah.
My father's grandchildren. They're going to die, and it will be his fault. That's what he was saying there.
Yeah,
that's
it's gaslighting on a grand scale. But Meghan, you know how when the palace is usually brief about these
very low blow.
Low blow. Ding ding.
Just horrifying what he said. I'll never forget it.
Types of stories, right? They're quite buttoned up. And
see, honestly, this is news to me. Like when I used to do my videos back in the day, Dictator, I would do a video and then I would post it. It will be about their character, who they are as people.
Yeah.
And this right here reminds me of videos I would make of them. And that's probably why I'm on it for so long. Because I can't believe that he would go on there and reinvent this wheel. Like someone said, he's on a wheel running with the hamster, but he don't know.
The hamster's dead. Yeah.
The hamster's dead.
The hamster's dead. The wheel's still spinning, but the hamster's dead. And every single year, like you're waiting for them some sort of improvement, like listen to what people are saying.
Right.
And improve yourself or look at what everyone's saying, but they don't improve. They just do the same mistakes over and over again.
Listen to yourselves. Go back and listen to what you said. Now, would you want your son Archie to say this stuff to you? Would you feel a certain kind of way if he got up there and said, my father left us out here in the cold? And yeah, I mean,
my father was on drugs all my life. He was, yeah. Oh, it's horrible.
it is. It's the blame game is really sickening. And
It's
that
like,
his father is supposed to take care of him.
yeah.
Grown man. You are a grown man, and when you left grown. You left with a focus on leaving and starting this new miracle life, freedom life you and Meghan decided to have. And now you're complaining about what you didn't get when you left.
He's complaining because it's not worked out. It's not worked out. They didn't get what they wanted. And now they complain. It's everybody else's fault. My father's fault that I didn't get what.
Right.
It's my father's fault. The jam's runny. The jam is runny and it's horrible. It's my father's fault. It's everybody else's fault. The scam jam is horrible. It's my father's fault. The dog biscuits didn't even turn out. That's my father's fault.
The sprinkled little flowers is my father's fault. It's his fault. That is so true. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
You know, they try and keep the language, the tone quite controlled. That's all out the window after this interview. They are raging. They have had enough. So the accusations now against Harry are you're gaslighting. They've literally used that term. And they've also described their behavior, and especially the behavior of Meghan Markle, by the way, who after that interview posted a picture of Harry on his own, sort of looking forlorn with the two children, although, of course, you don't see the faces of the children and it looks like their bodies have been manipulated. So that's all really weird.
In their garden in Montecito.
Yeah, in the garden. That's it. That's
walking
it.
away.
Do you know what the palace briefed? That is Meghan Markle giving us a giant FU.
Yes.
Now, that is not the sort of...
I think so. She's turning her back on everyone like she does. That's what she's known for. That's what she's good at. Turning her back on her family, friends, and everyone that she knows.
If you don't serve your purpose, once you've served your purpose, gone. No, thank you. Once she's got what she wanted from you, you're no use to her then.
Exactly, like Open Scobie. I said he gonna be next to be Markled and staying out in the cold.
And he was, yep.
Yep. They don't associate themselves with him anymore. They don't call him on the phone. It's a done deal.
Yeah, it's Omid Scabies, Boozy, Christopher Boozy all them years ago. The Miss Anne Harriman, he's gone. They just get rid of them.
Yep, it's over. I'm done with you guys. This is no long-term relationship. This is just a now relationship that I'm using for my own personal gain. And then when I get through with you, I'm done.
Yep. It's like they get them to fight their battles for you. You go to the press and you say this and say that about us and say we're amazing. And then once the backlash happens against these people, they just dump them. Right? You've no use to us now. Bye. Off to the next person.
Exactly.
Ding, ding.
Exactly. And then she's
of language usually used by the royal family. But
I thought it was usually bugger off.
Yes, bugger off. They definitely want him to bugger off. It's just like, leave us alone. Go and do your own thing. Enjoy your millions. What is this all about? And you can understand from Charles' point.
Yeah, it's almost like they're taunting the royal family, like trying to manipulate them and just spark outrage, spark something from the royal family. It's like it's time to mess with them again. Let's go. Harry, you're up.
Yep.
view. It's like, we've offered you Buckingham Palace. You'd get royal security if there was a risk or if you were here for any type of formal event. But if you're at Buckingham Palace, you're protected anyway because of all of the natural security that is provided at Buckingham Palace. What's your problem? The problem is he wants to be able to swan into the country whenever he wants.
You're not going to do what Paula said, like these security guards here. They're just looking at Harry and focused on him and protecting him. And then, but when they go to Europe, they're going to be protecting them both at the same time, in a sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Not tell anyone and receive state-funded security. It just isn't going to happen. But the problem is, he's surrounded by yes men. He's surrounded by people who have created this delusion in his head. Yeah. And actually, he is now a pathetic man, really, on so many levels. Because you also remember, Meghan, and I was more personally involved in this one because I was actually going to give evidence against Harry. And he said it was the fight of his life. He was going to take Rupert Murdoch and the tabloid newspapers to court, and he was going to be the first man to do it. He was never going to settle, and this was the battle of his life versus the Sun and News of the World, and he was going to be the guy to bring down Rupert Murdoch. Well, guess what? The day the trial was meant to start, he folded, and he folded for a big sum. He settled. So then he says, this security case is the fight of my life. This is the battle of my life. But he's lost. So what now? What now? The problem is there is nothing. He has no focus. He has no job. He's trapped in a very unhappy marriage with a narcissistic woman who is now.
What's next? He doesn't have any more court dates. Running to the UK doing that stuff.
He has. He's still got another newspaper one. So he's got the Daily Mail case now. Another dragon to slay.
Well, he running out of them.
Yeah.
Now wearing the trousers in the relationship because she's the money maker. Harry isn't making any money. She's the one that is now going to commercialize the children, pimp them out on social media, even though Prince Harry has said that social media is a killing ground for children. And so he's just got nothing. It's really sad that someone who on the surface has everything, you know, I mean, look at his life.
He's like a bored housewife who's looking for drama because he's not busy enough. And he's not obviously spending enough time with his children, or he might find that fulfilling. But yeah, he's looking to create drama. You can see it in like the fights that he's picking. He went on to say that he could forgive the race allegations that he and his wife, Meghan, made both to Oprah and in their Netflix documentary. I use that term very loosely, documentary. He can forgive what happened on the racial front, but this thing about taking his security away and like trying, in his view, to have him killed, that's a bridge too far. Here he is in SOT 44.
There are decisions that have been made. There are things that have happened since 2016, especially throughout my whole life. But let's just stick since 2016. There are things that have happened that I can now forgive. I have moved past that. I can forgive my family's involvement, my father, my brother, and my stepmother. I can forgive
that forgiveness one.
I can forgive the press to a large extent as well for so many things that have happened. What I'm struggling to forgive, and what I will probably always struggle to forgive, is that a decision that was made in 2020 that affects my every single day.
Because you made that,
and that is knowingly putting me and my family in harm's way.
Yes, Harry, the decision that you made in 2020.
Does it affect?
You made the decision in
single
2020.
Day. We've seen his home. We've seen his garden. We've seen their extravagant lifestyle. They want us to believe they're living their best lives out there.
They do.
How does him not having exactly the security he wants in the UK when he goes to the UK affect his every single day to where this is unforgivable, but his family allegedly being a bunch of racists against his babies, that's fine.
Yeah.
Totally. It's completely insane. Yeah. And the fact that he is asking for forgiveness is the most hilarious thing, because actually the people who he needs to apologize to, Meghan, are the British people who he claimed we're all racist. Remember, post-Brexit in the Netflix
100%.
documentary. And specifically King Charles and Catherine, the Princess of Wales, who he claimed were the royal racists. You remember that after the Oprah Winfrey interview, this witch hunt began. Then they leaked the names to that very odd little guy, Omid Scobie, who sort of looks a bit like a Michael Jackson. And he put out there that they were the royal racists.
Yep.
And then Prince Harry goes and does an interview with his best mate, Tom Bradby, on Woke TV, as I call it. And Tom Bradby says, oh, what about these racism allegations? And Harry says, what racism allegations?
Right.
That was just made up by the media. So it's like the guy is living in actually quite a concerning dream world.
Yes.
There is no sense that he is anchored to any type of reality. And
living in some dream world, some altered reality.
Yeah.
Like he thinks we're stupid.
He does. All liars do. All lies and gaslighters, they think you're stupid. It's you're the problem. You don't understand what I'm saying.
Wow.
No, we understand what you're saying, Harry. The evidence is there. We got Oprah, Netflix. It's there. You said it.
Exactly.
Fact that he's sort of saying, I can forgive you. I can forgive the British media. For what? You are the one that needs to apologize. And actually, that interview could have been very different. As I say, not with William. William's done. William and Catherine are done with Harry. There's no going back there. But the interview could have been very different if Harry had offered some type of apology in that interview to Charles and the stress that he put him through and said, look, I'm just going to take this out of the media and I want to reconcile privately. But you know, Meghan, the distrust now between the royal family and Prince Harry and Meghan is off the scale. There are serious suspicions that they were actually trying to record conversations even when they returned to the United Kingdom for the late Queen's funeral. And I know for a fact,
we saw the microphone.
King Charles and Prince William spoke.
That's a true statement. We saw the mics.
We saw the mics there.
Yep. He looked like an idiot.
Spoke about this and decided that they would not ever be in any type of confined space on their own with Prince Harry without the other royal in attendance, because William and Charles were so nervous that Harry would create some type of lie that would become a case of their word versus his. And so what they do is, at least if we're both there, we're both there.
It's terrible.
Can't trust your own blood. That's terrible.
Your own blood, your own
brother and son. It's terrible.
It is horrifying. It's horrifying.
There, we can back the other one up. But come on, that's a relationship that is just completely broken down. Completely broken.
No. You do have to worry that he's just taping them, or if he's not taping them, just going to use it as fodder for his next book, Spare 2, or his next Netflix special, or his next Spotify deal once the current spigot runs out. So yeah, understandably, they don't have any desire to talk to him one-on-one. He's made it so that it's not possible, which is why this next soundbite is just so cynical. He knows exactly the position he's put them in. Here it is, SOT 45.
Last one, and then we're going to...
There have been so many disagreements, differences between me and some of my family. This current situation that has been ongoing for 5 years with regard to human life and safety is the sticking point. It is the only thing that's left. Of course, some members of my family will never forgive me for writing a book. Of course, they will never forgive me for
Netflix, Oprah Winfrey. The list is long.
But you know, there is. I would love reconciliation with my family.
Sure you would.
I've always
there's
no point in continuing to fight anymore. As I said, life is precious. I don't know how much longer my father has. He won't speak to me because of this security stuff.
That's not
but it would be nice to reconcile.
Well, you blew that, Harry.
Oh, how about that, Dan?
It's delusional.
Making up
It's
stuff.
totally delusional.
It is delusional.
Because what you have to think, Meghan, is that there were loads of points along the way where there could have been a full reconciliation, but there were particular red lines that Harry was warned about very directly. So from King Charles's perspective, it was don't come for Camilla. Just leave Camilla alone. And from William's perspective, it was don't come for my wife. Do not come for Catherine.
Right.
You'll be making a big mistake.
He did.
And what did he do? He went for Camilla and Catherine in spare. And actually, he even released private WhatsApp messages between Meghan Markle and Catherine in the book to try and prove that Catherine is some type of bully.
Right.
Which is a ludicrous claim. I mean,
ludicrous.
If you know anything about Catherine, it's like she's a very sweet, softly spoken person. She does.
This is what I understand. Catherine is she's just as new as Meghan a little bit. Not really. What I'm saying is, why would she give a damn?
Yeah.
Doesn't like getting into rows with anyone. And Meghan, just look at the track record, right? We've seen Catherine in public life now for 2 decades. Have you ever heard about her fallout with anyone? Like anyone.
She's the picture of class.
Meghan, there's like this long list of people who she falls out with, from her own family to her personal assistants. So Harry had all of these warnings. There were ways for him to still come back. But unfortunately, he's right when he says that he's talking about William, that William will never forgive him for writing the book. And that's not a surprise, because remember, it wasn't just Catherine that he came for. He also made William out to be some type of violent bully. So it is unforgivable. And unfortunately, Harry now has to deal with the consequences of his action.
Yes, he does.
You made a lot of money. That money was meant to give you the freedom. So go and live your life.
Live your life. Go and live your life.
Go and live your life. This is it. This was it. This was it. You made the money off the backs of lying about us, talking crazy about us, talking nasty, calling us racist, saying we want you dead. Just all kinds of stuff is coming out of Harry's delusional mouth. Now that you've done all those little things that you needed to do to make money, go and live your life.
Yeah.
Use that money for your security. That comes first. Then everything else.
Be quiet. Go and live your life and be quiet.
And be quiet.
Shut up. Shut up. Bloody going on.
Up. And shut up. That was good. I like that. That was really good. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to read some of the comments.
Yeah, I'm going to go.
Okay, sweetheart.
That was a good chat today.
Later. Have a good one. Love you.
I'll see you all soon.
Okay, bye-bye. Dictator's leaving.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Thanks for being on the panel.
Okay.
I hope Hudson comes back, because we need to show her some love and welcome her back, because she's one of us. Anyway, Sue Clark, maybe you could do a cleaning show we can watch and chat. We'll want to see that. Sue, Harry thinks the life is precious. Comment only applies to others, not himself. He and Meghan should apply that to themselves and start apologizing and changing course in their own lives. Susan, he's now painted himself into a corner with the latest BBC interview. Yes, he has. Doodoo Bird, he sure did, Susan. The interview was his downfall. Susan Clark, 1 Corinthians 13:11. When I was a child, I spoke, understood, and thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. Not Harry. Susan, if I don't receive this item promptly, I'm going to throw a Marco hissy fit. Sue, when I want things as a child and dad would ask how I plan to pay for it. LOL, how cute. Susan, it's bad as the one plane crash away comment. Yes. Due to HRH, the dictator. Doodoo Bird, I think he's trying to bring the Diana Awards to the US. He should be embarrassed to show his face right now. Heather, I love Rockadoodle. I could hug him or her. Harry should have been sent to a corner when naughty. Beans, beans. The more you eat, the more you flirt. Says Doodoo Bird. Be happy. Thank you for my super chat. Mwah. Lovely lady. Thank you. Diana, Arizona and Texas are the only place where you can carry a gun anywhere you want. In the store, restaurant, not schools. All my kids do. They are armed security. Yep, that's something. Lizzie, oh my God, Harry's interview. Harry himself said, if anything happens to my wife and my father, grandchildren, I know who to blame. Unbelievable. Susan, Doodoo Bird, I still need those hot towels. From the bell. Lizzie, Sue, Harry even said, I forgive my family. Exactly what did the royal family done to you, Harry? Your family don't want to talk or have anything to do with you. That's right, Lizzie. Diana, it never is a good look when someone openly trashes their family so publicly. Family businesses should be taken care of behind closed doors. Susan, they both entitled brats, spoiled rotten and never told no. Susan, this is the end of the road. IMO. Yep. Susan, he's such a sneaky, coward, spiteful, delusional. Susan, Meghan will never leave California. That was her plan all along, to return there as an A-lister. Rosemary, they both have had so many chances in time to make it right. Meg Soon, this duo for 5 years tried to make the Buckingham Palace to 5 years tried to make Buckingham Palace to respond to what they said, but to date, Buckingham Palace keeps quiet as they had said no complaint, no explain. And the last one, Susan, the definition of insanity, repeating and expecting different outcomes. All right, my lovely subscribers, YouTubers, and you wonderful people out there. Thank you so much for supporting me, hanging out with me. Hello, Snowdrop. Later, dude. No tickets for you, Snowdrop. I hope you guys have had a wonderful night. I've had fun with you guys. I want to thank the dictator for hanging out with me on the panel. I want to thank my mods, all of my mods, SEJ, Doodoo Bird, Snowdrop, and Dell, and I hope I didn't miss anyone, and Kimura. Thank you guys so much for modding for me. I appreciate it. I know you don't have to, but you do it. So thank you. And thank you, members. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Kisses to you all.